Like, share, subscribe. I'm just out here getting some sunshine before these kids start getting out of school and everything. It's actually nice out here. You're gonna hear the wind, so that wind always be blowing in the coast. Y'all hit the like, share, subscribe, man. Decided to keep my promise and do a stream today. We're gonna do a stream every day this week. We're gonna That's the goal. That's the things to talk about. It was a good week in college football. Another good week. Got another week closer. Another week closer to college basketball. I think NBA Media's Day is tomorrow, if I ain't mistaken. I'm gonna look that up once I go back in the house. I hope everybody's day is is great and blessed. It's a nice day out here. I'm not complaining at all. Another day to get it over with. Got my day over with. Just waiting for everybody to come on in. Hit that like button. It's free. Yeah, yeah. Waiting on everybody to come on in. I'm just gonna be out here for about another 5. I'm already in here. Yeah. Yo, it's gonna be a good weekend too. They're gonna have a good battle. Oregon plays Penn State and Happy Valley. Georgia and Alabama play, I think, this weekend. Yep.
TP, are you with me?
Yeah, we here. It's
Yeah,
gonna be my
everybody else coming over in a second.
Oh, we good. This is just how I feel. What the NBA need to do with everybody. They need to throw them out like jazz style.
Front door.
Nah, they don't even hit the front door. They hit the back door.
You should throw him out the back though.
Yo, they don't
Hey, hold
deserve.
on, T Price.
They don't
I'll be right back.
deserve to get. Yeah. So, all right. Don't let them. They don't even deserve to get thrown out the front door.
Hey, you know that fool say he got hurt doing that because they never replayed the scene. They had to do it live every time
Yep.
when he
Oh
got
man.
Hell
through.
yeah. Let your ass get thrown off like that. It's just like. Hey, let me educate y'all on something. Y'all remember that show Hit? You know why that was taken off TV?
Why?
Because he went to some lady house in Texas and she pulled a you know what on him.
You said hit?
Yeah, the dude from that remember that show on BET Hit?
Hits on the street. Yeah, talking about my nigga Musa Moo.
Yeah, yeah.
Swear. I never
Old
knew
lady pulled
that.
up. Yeah. Hey, I knew that back in the day, bro. Well, I sound like
What you mean?
somebody's in the tunnel.
Like you talking about oh no, I don't think that's me.
Oh no, it just sound like that. They they like to mess with my channel, But that was a
Right.
lie. But anyway, but yeah, I heard about that, man. Yeah, yeah. He went
You
to
talking
some
about
lady house.
like on the episode or this just like on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
random
yeah,
shit?
yeah. He was doing the episode. He put up to that lady house. And that lady had that, you know what from? She had that walk with me, Lord. Yeah.
I never knew about that because I seen him in a couple B movies after that, but because after when he in that movie with Charlie Murphy, the movie when they was doing the bugs and shit, they was like bug
Mhm.
exterminator. When he in that movie, yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
I
Him and
know
Charlie,
what you're talking about.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Leezy, man. What the? Hey, Leezy, I gotta ask you something, man. Hey, man. I you know what happened, bro? What? Hey, man, why Chicken block you, bro? What happened, bro?
Oh, why Ticket blocked me? Oh yeah, because I mentioned in the comments that this is exactly what I said. You in the comment is still in the shit on that stream. I said I told y'all everybody do this shit because he was talking about how
The Kawhi shit.
had some
Yeah.
Mark Cuban would kind of did a similar thing with signing Dirk Nowitzki. And I just made the comment. I said, I told y'all all these motherfuckers do the same shit. He got mad literally at that. Just at that.
Wow.
I didn't say you're wrong.
Hey,
I didn't say none of that, bro. That's how Ticket always been with me though. When you don't agree with
okay.
him, that's what happens, bro. I don't agree with everything he's saying. I just don't. I don't think Giannis is all that. He swear Giannis is the best thing since sliced bread. I don't feel like that. I don't think, you know what I'm saying? So if this is something that nigga come out with, and you know he gonna run with it, but guess what? See, and this is how I know I be having niggas whoop. He's starting to say the same shit that I've been saying on all these other streams on this Kawhi Leonard shit. Now he ain't really talking about Kawhi, but the Kawhi is a part of the group. He's going after the commissioner, saying that he needs to resign and he should be fired. He's going after the NBA because the NBA is this, there's no integrity, and it is. So his shit shifted. That's all the shit that I always say. So now, nigga, you're trying to beat up. Now you using my talking points. You feel what I'm saying? Nigga, don't get mad at a nigga and then try to steal a nigga talking points, bro. Like I've been saying all this shit, nigga. I'm like 10 years ahead of niggas, bro. When it comes to shit, bro. Niggas just catching up.
They just ain't nothing new
I ain't
though.
know what.
Cause I would go with what was reported on mainstream media. That's all my nigga does. Always saying it's a different story, bro. Like mainstream media is used to program niggas to think just like how they want you to think.
But I
That's
think
just not who I am, bro.
I
I don't believe certain shit. That's all.
I think we do agree like that it's all fucked up, but at the same time, it's like he wants you to be mad at Kawhi more than everybody else when we know it's happening with all these things, bro. Like you
Right.
said. So it's like, why make Kawhi the fall guy with everybody doing? What's
Right,
going
right,
on?
right. You ain't saying nothing about when LeBron did that janky shit when he quit on the
Or
Lakers, nigga, just so he can get Anthony Davis. That's
or
cheating too. You
or if we're
traded the
gonna
whole team, nigga.
Or if we're gonna play the injury side, then it's him, Paul George, Ben Simmons, all them niggas go in that category that's been spending
Or
money in
That's all I'm
MLB.
saying.
or if we're going to talk about contractual shit, or how about Clutch Sports agents sending certain players that LeBron don't want to get in his way to other teams, so they don't get in his
Exactly.
way of
That
competing
part,
for
right.
championships.
To different
Exactly.
conferences or
Exactly.
divisions, depending on how they align up.
Vaughn, what's good with you, Vaughn?
What's good, Elise? What's good,
But
bro?
why would you think they would not do that? If they control,
Right, John.
just say they control 6 big name free agents. You feel me? Free agents.
Mhm.
Why wouldn't they set it up for their main man to get right? Yo, we
No,
gonna
I
put him
agree.
over here with you.
No,
That's
we
not a
agree with
problem
that.
to me.
The point is,
It's-
nobody was up in arms over it.
Right,
Yeah,
that's what
ain't
I'm
nobody
saying. We
talking
agree
about
with you. We agree with you.
Why
So
nobody talking
Nobody.
about
why
that?
single
And Kawhi
Kawhi
up
out
in
like it's
arms
only happening with Kawhi?
at another shady business deal
That and they do it all the
in
fucking
professional
time, bro.
sports.
All
When
the
it happens
We
time.
know
all
the we know the
time.
draft be rigged. We done all broke down
Think
how many
about this,
teams
y'all.
how many teams did
Dirk-
tank and got the
Oh,
number
good.
one and it was somebody nice. How many times we
Yeah.
done seen this?
Fact.
How many times?
Fact.
Like the latest shit. So
Y'all
magically
remember when Dikembe Mutombo leaked the number 1 pick to the Philadelphia 76ers before the draft even started? Come
when
on.
he was
Before
working
the-
in the back,
before
that
the
was
draft lottery. That was before the draft lottery.
No, he said that they won the draft. Remember, he said they
Right.
won the lottery.
No, he
before they
said,
even won the lottery, bro.
Montomo said
He
that
leaked Philly's
congratulations to
number
the
1
Philly.
pick, bro, before it even happened, before they even did the lottery.
The league fined him for that. They fined
Yeah,
him
they
a
fined
substantial amount of money for that.
Yes, they did. I remember that.
you opening up. It's like wrestling. That's like you opening up the fourth wall. The public not supposed to know what we doing behind.
That's what I'm
Hey, yo, I was
saying.
about to
Hey,
say,
but I
y'all-
was the first nigga documented on Kawhi. I'm the only nigga on Kawhi Leonard who said this is his storyline with the low management and shit, because Kawhi Leonard is good enough, nigga, to eclipse LeBron James' career. So this is another way to hold him down, bro. Like, as far as him, I'm the first nigga to say that nigga was faking injuries. When everybody said, "Oh, he injured," he this, I say that don't make sense, bro. He's not injured. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll watch the nigga career. If you tell me that the nigga sprained his MCL and then you say it's torn and then you say this, but then in the same sentiment you say he could, if this was a game 7 of an NBA Finals, he would be available to play. I'm like, nigga,
Right.
what? That doesn't even make sense, bro.
He's hurt a pop in his foot and played the next game.
That's what I'm about to say. He never gave us no impression that he was like he was a fragile type dude. He never gave us that impression.
Because if you look at the nigga looked like an action figure in the offseason. He works so harder than anybody.
Definitely
He's
does.
built. He takes his body serious, bro. But if you think about this though, the nigga missed damn near all of like 80, like maybe like 70% of last season. And the injury was knee soreness. You mean to tell me my knee is sore, nigga, for 12 months?
That's
That
like
makes
saying
no sense,
that's
bro.
like saying knee tendonitis, or like Jordan was getting his knee drained, bro. Like we not.
But
going
Jordan was
through
still
that, bro.
playing though.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, I'm
The only
agreeing
time
with you
Jordan
saying
didn't
niggas
play is when they had to shut him down for the year. They literally was out of the playoff picture and they shut him down.
Hey, yo, but y'all do remember, right? Remember, go back talking about Kawhi. Remember, the Spurs doctor said, "Oh, this nigga fine, he could play." Remember, he went to a independent doctor, and it was like, "Bro, you fucked up." And they like, "It's not gonna get no better." As a matter of fact, it's gonna keep deteriorating. He basically got the same thing Brandon Roy had. And they tell you
That's my thing. He don't have no degenerative knees, right, Tom?
Yeah,
That shit is a
listen.
bone baseline, nigga.
No, listen. That nigga cartilage and shit is gone, bro. That's why they put him on the
He's
play.
had a bad knee before he came in the NBA.
So you saying his shit bone on bone
cartilage
too?
was gone, nigga. DeJuan Blair, his career ended abruptly, short.
No.
So one time you saying his shit bone on bone?
His shit is going to be bone on bone eventually. Now he might not
You see
have
that nigga dunking on niggas last year? That's not bone on bone, bro. You ain't elevating like that on bone on bone. I got bone on bone, nigga. I can barely touch the fucking backboard.
Listen to me. First and foremost, we ain't got the medicine that them motherfuckers got. And second of all, when I tell you, Brandon Roy's case was a more severe case. That's why his went so fast. But the doctor was telling Kawhi and them, listen, this is only going to get worse and progress. Not at the rate of Brandon Roy, but this
Look
is
at
only
Kobe.
Like this is only going to get worse and
Hey, I
progress.
got the perfect one in the back. Check it out,
Andy Mays
Allegiant.
was
Gotta tell
fucked
my
up,
other
nigga.
side. Gotta tell my side of the story, like from Boondocks.
Oh, go ahead. Go
And,
ahead, bro.
and think about it. Think about it. That's why they were so. That's why they were so eager to let him low manage. Like, well, fuck it. If we can get him 60 games and healthy for the playoffs, we good. But that nigga shit ain't sturdy. Like to the
Man,
point
I
where
don't know.
like
So
that.
the only thing that seems
I
fishy to me,
disagree with that.
he had a quad injury in 2018. Then all of a sudden he
Right.
win the finals. Then now his knee hurt in 2020.
Hey yo,
That's what that doesn't make sense to me, bro.
hey
You
yo,
can't come up in NBA Finals injured, nigga.
listen. Think
How?
about this.
Where you injure yourself at?
Listen, but think about this, bro. Everything is connected with connective tissue. If you start with your quad, what does your quad connect to? What does it go down to?
The
Yeah,
knee.
everything, all that
The
shit.
knee, and
Yeah.
then you get
Yeah.
your kneecap, and then you got the patellar tendon and all that. All if that shit start
Calves.
degenerating, it's fucked up. And that's
So
what
why he still playing?
some nigga because they paying him $50 million a year like some damn fool.
Exactly, because that nigga out here cheating the system. Period. I was the first nigga to say that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when people
Hey
think
yo,
that
I
I'm a
believe that, but
Kawhi this and Kawhi that, I want
know
niggas
for
on
a
the
fact.
hoop court.
Listen,
Kobe played through all them knee problems, nigga.
the
Period.
only reason why though I kind of feel Kawhi because San Antonio tried to fuck him over. They tried to tell a nigga he was good to play and he wasn't good to play. And Kawhi
But
kept
you
telling
know
him,
these doctors, you can pay these doctors hella money, bro, more than what they make, nigga, just to give them a different diagnosis. They could have publicly
To me,
paid the doctor. They
so
could
you
have came out
to
and
me,
said,
the
yeah, he can't
difference
so
play, bro.
hold on.
Come
So
the
you
on, bro.
telling
sports
me
doctor was
hold on,
telling
wait a
him
minute.
he could
We
play, but he
we
went to a non-sports doctor, and you know the non-sports doctor is gonna try to tell you no, you shouldn't be playing on this shit.
okay, and to tell you the truth, that's what you're supposed to go by. Now think about this. We've seen Kawhi at three different stages of his game. Kawhi he doesn't nearly have the lateral movement he used to have. He's more like but he done perfected
Because he's older,
his
bro.
craft.
I
Yeah.
think
Listen,
that
he
was
done
more after the Zaza injury than
hey,
anything else,
no,
though.
the Zaza injury wasn't nothing but a rolled ankle. Stop that now. That wasn't nothing but a rolled ankle. It was a high ankle sprain. That wasn't
Right.
nothing but a high ankle sprain. We talking
And
about
Kobe came back what, 3 days off of the same
hey,
injury?
yo,
Come on,
listen,
bro.
hey yo,
Stop.
listen, hey yo, but listen, you gotta understand certain niggas, yo. When you talk about niggas like that, you talk about niggas that's one of ones, bro. It's not a gang of them niggas. It's
It's
not
a
a gang.
mindset, bro. It don't have nothing to
No,
do with
no, no,
body.
no. Hey, yo, okay,
Kawhi is the most physically fit nigga
listen,
in the NBA, bro. I'm telling
listen.
you.
I'm gonna
All
give you a
right,
perfect example, right?
all right, be careful.
Listen, hold on. I was listening to Tyrese Halliburton, right? And he
Mm-hmm.
said, yo, I have so much more respect for Kobe. He said, that nigga is a god to me. And they was
Well, for
asking the
walking
nigga
on that
why.
Achilles,
And
yeah.
he said, because when I popped my Achilles, he said, all I had in my head was, leave me alone, don't pick me up, y'all. I've seen Kobe do this. I want to do this like the Bean. He said, nigga, I don't know how in the fuck the face of this fucking earth, this nigga, not only did he not get help getting up, hit
He
2 free
shot the
throws and
free
walked off the
throws
game.
and walked to
That
the
nigga said,
side.
I couldn't even stand up. He said, that let me know that nigga was way different from all of us. He said, listen,
I know. I agree with that.
my intentions was to go, like, yo, fuck that. I just seen Cole do this, man. Man, it's the Mamba mentality. That nigga said, nigga, that
I
shit is
tore
next
my Achilles.
level.
That shit hurt, bro.
I
That
tore
shit is
my
next
Achilles
level.
too,
And
nigga. I hopped to the car. I
listen,
had to hop
well,
off the court. Nobody helped me. I hopped on my own.
Yeah, I
right,
hopped too.
Walked on my
Yup,
own.
yup.
but
I know it's
listen.
that
But think
burning
about,
be crazy
hold on.
though. That
We,
burn
Yeah,
listen,
crazy.
yeah, that
we just
burn is
had another
crazy as hell.
professional
You know what I'm talking
athlete.
about? Like right above your heel. Oh my
Oh my
god.
Listen, we just
goodness.
had,
Oh
Nigga,
my
my shit hurt
god.
right now.
Hey, my
listen,
bad, y'all. If you know, you know.
we just had another professional athlete said, man, I attempted to do what Mr. Bryant did. I attempted. He said, nigga, and I couldn't even get up. And I'm
You know
sitting there
why?
wondering how the
That's
fuck
a
did this nigga do
mentality
this?
thing. These niggas are weak mentally, bro. That's all that was. Kobe was like, nigga, you're not carrying me out. I don't give a
Hey,
fuck how bad it's hurting, nigga, because
I
it
get
hurts.
that, but
He
think
was
about, like
damn
I
near in
said,
tears, nigga. Did you see what
think
happened
about
when
that,
he first started? He was crying, bro.
Hey, think about this though. That nigga was. If you really think, I want you to landscape the NBA at that time, right? Just think about who was playing in the NBA. That nigga was probably the only person that would have did that in the NBA.
For sure.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. Like them niggas, like when niggas like I know we be like, man, this nigga Kobe did this, but then you know what I had to realize? Man, this nigga was just a different breed, bro.
That was mental too, though, Ron. Time he wanted them to see, like, y'all can't. I'm different than y'all mentally.
That's a fact.
Mentally, like it was a mental game.
Do you know how mentally fucked up you got to be like, man, fuck that. I ain't about to let it see. Like
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Right. That's my point. Them niggas don't grow on trees, bro.
That nigga different. You're right.
Them type of niggas don't. What we accustomed to and what we expect, we got a chance to see a once in a generational type nigga.
Damn, you just made me think about something. So are you saying our expectation is too high because we come from that golden era where it was just different?
Yes, bro. We were blessed.
That actually makes a lot of sense, bro.
People
I know, but I'm sorry. I gotta expect that from these soft ass niggas. I can't.
No, we hear you right.
Y'all
both right, bro.
We have an obligation to raise our girls like princesses and raise our boys like kings, nigga.
But
the other way around, bro.
Think about this,
there you
bro.
go, GG. That's how we are right now on the panel.
Think about this, though, bro. A lot of these players that's in the NBA, that's at the forefront of our NBA, bro. Them niggas is fucking mama's boys raised by single moms. Like, hey, I'm gonna tell you the perfect example. Look at the mentality between Steph Curry and the mentality between LeBron James. They two different mentalities. That's because Dale Curry was there to put his foot in his son's ass. Let him know, nah, we don't do that. Nah, we don't do this. We don't do that.
Hey,
look at on a lower scale. Look at Cole.
Hold on. I gotta say this. Ron time. Don't just say that shit and don't go into detail. Please, as a father that raised a boy, please help people to understand the difference of what you just said. Carry on.
Now listen, this is what I always tell people. A woman can tell a man how they feel he should act and how he feel he should be and what he's depicted to be by her standards. But how she gonna teach him how to be a man and she ain't never been a man, y'all? How the fuck you gonna tell me how to do how the fuck I'm gonna tell you how to fix a car and I ain't never been a mechanic? I can read all the books that I want to.
Analytics.
You feel me? So like I'm about to tell you. Kevin Durant.
Keep cooking, Ron. I'm just being devil's advocate. I'm doing that on purpose, bro.
Look at Kevin Durant. What was his problem? That nigga too sensitive. He worried about what everybody's saying about him, right?
And what was the first thing he said when he won his joint, bro?
My mama.
Exactly. And that ain't no offense to the ladies.
Because great job, Mama Durant. You feel me?
It's a dichotomy. It ain't like that's her daughter saying that. Then we'll fall back. Like, you know what? Good job, Mom. Salute.
But to be a single mom and your son, you had enough focus and wherewithal to help get your son to the NBA because you got to think about it. That's a lot of AAU, y'all. That's a lot of this. That's a lot of that. Don't get it wrong. His basketball skill is what carried him. But goddamn, Mom had to hold that shit down.
What do they do to the players with the alpha male fathers though? Look how they did LeVar. Look how they did Mark Jackson.
Right.
That's
the
why
real
Steph
fathers
Curry
that
is the standard, nigga.
Man. But Dale Curry, the only difference with Dale Curry is kind of a more kind of docile kind of guy. So what I'm saying is, like, if you were up in your face type of father, an abrasive type of father, and you black, oh nigga, they gonna treat you like Deion Sanders.
Hey, yo, think about this, right?
That's what I'm saying.
What you don't like. Look what two niggas, two of the biggest stars in the game, who was raised by their mom, and no shade of nothing. Shout out to Gloria James. Shout out to Mama Durant. You feel me? But look at them.
Wanda.
Look at the feminine energy that they sons deal with. Them niggas got a lot of feminine energy, like always posting on Twitter or Instagram when somebody says something about them. Bro, I ain't never seen
That's what I
Steph
was
Curry
waiting
do
on
that
you to
shit.
say.
Delonte West tried to raise that nigga. Now that nigga homeless sleeping under a bridge. Oh shit.
Bro, if you worried about
I
what
just
other
gave that
people
nigga
saying about
$5 the
you,
other
Leezy,
day
They kicked the
on
Leezy,
real
getting off the
father
don't
highway.
out
do
the
that,
household,
Leezy.
nigga. They
Don't
kicked
do that,
Delonte West
Hey,
out
Leezy.
the
this is how the
household.
mood is right now on the
Don't
panel,
do that,
y'all.
Leezy.
This
Don't do
this
that,
is how the
Leezy.
mood is, Elysian, on the panel right now, man. Y'all like
Don't do
juice
that,
right now,
Leezy.
man.
hey, but
Y'all like juice.
even on another level, man, when you got like-minded fathers in the room, iron sharpen iron, bro. So it go deeper. You feel me? You
Yeah.
still like this
Fact.
shit don't stop, bro. This shit do not stop, bro.
Hey,
So go
look,
ahead, Raton.
look, I'm about to give you another example, right? Another example. Look at this little retarded ass nigga Anthony Edwards. You feel me?
Oh God, here we go.
This
Bless
nigga,
me, Lord Jesus.
I'm just saying.
Please, Lord.
Hey, yo,
Please, Jesus.
think about it. Just think about the shit that the young bull do. You feel me? And then you know a
Mm-hmm.
story. He was raised by his grandma and his mom, and they both died early.
Right.
You feel me?
I
So
got
like,
another. I got another one for y'all. That's an older cat. It hits show it. I don't know why it's like the elephant is low hanging fruit. Shannon
Tim
Sharp.
Duncan.
No,
Oh,
Shannon
I'm sorry.
Sharp. He act just like a chick, bro. Think
Hey,
about it.
facts,
Ever
Brandon.
since he been on
AI
TV, think
mom.
about
You
it.
never heard AI mom in anything. You never heard AI mom in anything. She always rated her son in the game. Yeah, you
yeah.
never heard anything about AI's mom. We never
Oh
did.
yeah.
We always
She
saw him.
love
We always
AI.
saw him.
Yeah.
But she always did her son's ever for all his games.
hey yo, but you always, hey yo, it's crazy because you always have that one black mama, right? A la
Mm-hmm.
AI mom, a la
Mm-hmm.
Michael Vick mom. You feel me? Like AI
Facts.
say, like
Yeah.
my dad wasn't around, but my mom made sure I was in tune with my uncles. You
I
feel
got
me?
another one for y'all
Like
that y'all
my
Darius
uncle.
Miles mama.
Listen, my uncles did a lot for me. They don't get a lot of the respect. They don't get a lot of the spotlight, you know, because everybody know my mom was a single mom. But nigga, Bubba Chuck can tell you, nigga, my uncles helped raise me. And then on top of that, you go to a man's man. You feel me? Like,
T.
could you imagine how much this nigga learned from John Thompson in 2 years? You feel me? Nah, come here, boy, Bubba. You ain't about to do that. That ain't what we do now. Nah. Come on, man. Do you know what I would act like if I was Anthony Edwards' dad and I caught you on national TV telling somebody my dick bigger than yours, suck my dick? What?
He said
Message.
that?
And then
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
disowned his child too, didn't he?
Yeah. Paid her like 100 million or something like
No,
No,
that.
he
Give her how much?
18 million.
he
18
paid
million.
18.
18 million. He paid her $18 million,
Yeah.
which
And
was
said he
his
didn't want to
choice.
see the kid no more.
Which was his choice. That's how.
Yeah.
If you want a parent like that, go
That's
ahead.
him.
But at the end of the day, and you might think that shit cool now, but it's gonna be a lot of questions you're gonna have to answer with your daughter. You
Mm-hmm.
feel me? Because at the end of the day, it ain't like her mom got pregnant and she never knew who her dad was. Hold up. So
Mm-hmm.
you mean to tell me that's my dad right there on TV and he don't want to talk to me? Oh, we got a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Houston, we got a motherfucking problem.
Oh,
There you
that's
go.
I don't
a
care
woman
about that
scorned.
private
Lord have
school.
mercy.
I don't care about them birthday gifts he see me. You mean to tell me my dad right there and that nigga refused to pull up on me? Oh
And
man,
got the means to do it.
could you imagine how that makes a kid feel? It's one thing for your dad to be
Mm-hmm.
dead or your mom just didn't know who the nigga was because she was out there like that. You feel me? And they
Or
had
she
no
ain't
dealing.
shit.
Right.
Oh my
That's
bad.
different
No.
because now the nigga was absent and you had no awareness of this nigga. But you mean to tell
Right.
me, man, wait a minute, mama, this nigga gave you 18 million and that's him right there? Oh
Mm-hmm.
man, come on, bro. Could you
So
imagine how that'll make a child feel?
that's a whole nother that's an
Not
aspect.
even like Jenny's song. It's not even complicated. It's not even
Y'all
Come
don't
on, my
think
complicated.
nigga.
that y'all don't
This
think
ain't
that attitude
hypothetically.
translates to the game too
Hypothetically,
though,
of
and that's
course.
why the game look the way that it do now. That's why because it don't got that masculine feel that it used to have back in the day. Even though
The
we
They've
only
care
been
person,
about
taking
niggas,
it out of it
the
Hey,
only
yo,
by
that's
person that
one
design.
thing.
used to
Hey,
act,
yo, that's one thing I could say about my dad, right? My dad had it's 14 of us. You feel me? It's only 3 boys and it's 11 girls. You know what I mean? And I used to ask my dad, like, yo, dad, how the fuck you had all these kids, bro? Like, you had kids within the same year. And I'm like, how you ain't work out with none of the moms? It was like for the simple fact that I was having kids, and like a lot of them bitches didn't want to accept my other kids, and my kids come first. So if it come down to me not fucking with you and having to like make sure I'm in my kid life, then that's what it is. You ain't got to fuck it. I'm not fucking with you. You mad because I got another girl pregnant. He was just the type of nigga to stand on that shit. He wasn't running and hiding. He wasn't doing nothing. And you don't like it, then I don't know what the fuck to tell you because I got another one and I got to take care of it. So it's like a lot of these dudes who vote to be non-absent in their kids' life, like to be absent in their kids' life, and it's just like, yo, she not giving you the problems. She not, you know what I mean? I understand there's some women out there who make it hard for a man to deal with their kids because a man don't want to deal with them. I done seen that type of smoke. But when you just like, nah, I'm good. Like, come on, bro. And then it ain't like you just did that and stopped. Nigga, you did that and you doing that with multiple women. So if you know you don't want no kids, you want to focus on basketball, why don't you be like my nigga Mr. Durant? Man, I ain't having no kids right now. My life is all about basketball. I ain't got time for no kids, but guess what? I respect that Mr. Durant because he ain't running around just because he got money throwing him up in a chick. You feel me?
That's a fruit bucket, my nigga. Ain't no way you could. Yeah, no way you don't have no chance.
Thank you, Elise. Thank you, Elise.
Hey, yo, listen. Hey, yo, you hear me? Hey, yo, G shit. Hey, yo, hold on, G shit. Kevin Durant done been connected to some baddies. He just low key. You know who he remind me of? No, you know who another.
Brittany Grinder's not a baddie.
Listen, you know who another superstar is like that? Hold on. You know who another superstar? Hey, yo, you know who another superstar who was exactly like that?
I got
you. No kids. He just dealt with women. He just dealt with women, and we had our fun, and that was it. And I don't want no connection. I don't want no public. You know who else was another superstar like that? That nigga Derek Jeter.
Fruit bucket. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
Man, Derek, man, bro, are you serious?
Tripping, nigga. I don't give a fuck how many girlfriends you got, nigga. You're a fruit bucket if you ain't doing the Lord's work, nigga. You procreate, bro. You are born to procreate, bro.
Hey, yo. Listen. I ain't gonna front. Listen, I'm gonna give you another example.
Shots fired around
here. Listen, hold on. I'm gonna give you.
I concur with that, bro.
Hold on. I'm gonna give you.
What's the point of having guns? What's the point of having a gun before you gonna bust his blanks, bro?
Listen.
You gonna waste all that? You gonna waste all that ammo shooting in the sky? You gonna waste all that ammo shooting in the sky?
This what you gotta understand. Kids is not for everybody, bro.
That's true. That's true. You're right. That's right.
I'm about to give you a perfect example, right?
I give you a perfect example.
Hold on. My brother, listen. My brother, yo, check this out. Check this out. My youngest brother, swear to God, bro, this nigga been about his business working and his business and all that all his life. That nigga just had his first kid at 41, bro.
That's good. At least he had a child.
But this is what I'm saying. That like Kevin Durant said, he like, yo, when I'm done,
gotta beat the right one to give you one too.
You're selfish. He ain't gonna do a Dr. Sabi, nigga. He don't have no children, bro. Like, nothing.
Hey, yo, bro, the man is only 30.
You have to leave your legacy behind, bro. Period.
Nah. But listen, that's what works.
That's a selfish motherfucker, bro. That's
no. That's what works for you, bro. You can't be mad at a man who said, yo, listen, I'm so serious about my craft, like. I don't want to be the father like Kobe.
But you're not serious at your craft because you're a loser. You're not winning.
Right. You're not serious about your craft.
Wow.
I'm just saying, you're at the chin hunt, nigga.
Yeah,
how many teams you play for already?
He was only serious about his craft when he was at Golden State.
Listen.
Hey, no, he's sticking on his square, though. That's respect, though.
Time out.
I got 30 to 10. Y'all remember this?
Hold on. No, because time out. Sometimes we be going out of bounds, and I got to throw the flags on niggas, man. We not going to sit back and act like Kevin Durant ain't one of the best to ever do it, bro. And the only way... Hold on, listen.
Offensively, yes, but he got no tendencies, bro.
Time out. The only way you can get to any level of that sort, bro, is if you committed to what you doing, bro. Hey, yo, I just heard Michael Beasley tell me a story He just told a story on Stephen A. podcast. Like, nigga, Kevin Durant, the nigga who made me fall in love with basketball. When we met each other at 10 years old, he said, because that nigga was in the gym at 10 years old, bro.
You're
Like,
supposed to be in the gym at 10 years old, nigga. My son
No,
was in the
listen,
gym at 10 years old.
Let me get a little bit of this. Let me jump in.
Hold on. Listen to what Michael Beasley said. He said,
fuck Michael Beasley.
Listen, hold on.
Beasley, the same nigga who was
Time out. Listen. These are players, bro.
You talking about the same nigga who was rubbing on a nigga leg
Y'all
on
remember
the
this,
sideline?
TG?
Here it is. See, niggas don't want to accept shit. The man said since 10 years old, that nigga ain't want to do nothing but play basketball. He said, and we were just stating that at each other. How we fall like.
Well, look, Dennis Rodman. Hold on. Let me get a little bit of this ass right quick. Dennis Rodman was the biggest fruitcake in the NBA. And this nigga got kids, so that's no excuse. Okay, that's number one. Number two, yes, Kevin Durant. My bad. Kevin Durant is probably one of the best basketball players, but don't tell me that you hone your craft and you're about your business when in the off season you fucking around with Brittany Griner. You can miss me with that. Because even if you're fucking her, it doesn't translate to her getting any better.
Is that possible? From what I heard, allegedly, I think I snapped.
So
you gotta put some allegedly in there.
Kevin Durant,
I got my allegedly T-shirt on. GG, I'm gonna have to send y'all a picture of it.
Hey, Brittany Griner got a allegedly T-shirt on.
Damn right, nigga.
Brittany Griner's gonna be a better father than you. Stop it.
Right, that's
I want to start a pot and get y'all back on this Shador shit now that all y'all ain't here.
Don't make me do that shit again,
Stop
please.
insinuating Brittany Griner's a boy. She's from Texas, bro. We saw her grow up.
Okay, then she has
That's why I say, is that possible, bro? That's why I say, is it possible,
we saw
bro?
Brittany Griner as a little girl grow the fuck up to what she
to be a man.
Fuck all that shit. I don't accept that. That's bullshit, and that's a cop out, nigga. Just to try to be funny. Fuck that.
You call the house, motherfucker, answer the phone, talk about some hello. You be talking about this Brittany here. Motherfucker, talk about this me.
That mean the system got to her then, bro. That mean the system got to her.
You're the BGT. Hello.
She was
Hey, what Vaughn said. I know
what it do.
I know what Vaughn said is what a lot of people said when I was living in Killeen. They said we should have seen that girl just grow up to be a girl. I know a lot of people think she's a guy. We could see that, but if you didn't see her watch her grow up.
Whenever I see a picture of a woman who's supposed to have a double mastectomy, have no goddamn scars where her breast used to be, you can mess with that. Her chest looked like my chest did at 12 years old.
My question is,
that's called MK Ultra fucking with people's mind.
The video when she was shooting
I didn't hear what Vaughn said. What'd you say, Vaughn?
That's called MK Ultra. Playing with people's minds. It's not a shot, it's not a drug. It's just a system they use to fuck with people's mind to make them think they want to be something they're not.
Oh.
Also, Kevin Durant thinks he's the GOAT. He's not. You're right. I'll take that.
I guess. That's how you feel.
Man, Optimus Prime.
Well, he said he's in the GOAT conversation. He said he should be in the GOAT conversation.
Who, Kevin
All I'm saying is we gotta stop selling out to these agendas. Stop selling out to the system, bro. You feel me? You don't need to come on TV and say I'm a father. That makes no sense. Just say I'm a mother. You can say that. You know,
but that doesn't help the narrative.
You're not.
Or just say I'm a parent. Fuck it. Just say I'm a parent. Keep it simple. Keep it simple.
That's how he is right now, baby. Please, baby, please.
Hey, y'all know Little Nas X is not really like that. Little Nas X high school classmates came out and said, this nigga is playing the game. He's not like this. Period. Expose that nigga.
Well, actually say just mind your business. Just mind your business.
Mind your business. Hey, I got that. I got that on here too.
She was throwing her head on the shoulder. Just mind your business. Just mind your business.
Yeah,
and they still got our ass
yeah.
kicked. So you know,
Y'all
Still
niggas
got.
crazy as hell, man.
Well,
we got
You
our
know
ass
I
kicked in our
got.
daddy's
You
head.
know I got. You know I got it on here, man. Yeah, I gotta find where I got. I gotta find where I put it at. I do got that. Mind your business. Just mind your business. Anybody watch college football this weekend? I did.
What do you think about Arch Manning and the hype around him? Because I don't see anything special.
I mean, one thing about I'm gonna let Vaughn answer this because he's very big on Texas football. I'm with you on the hype, but I'm not big into football. So a better person to me to answer that will be Vaughn and Ron Tom
and
Yeah,
lemon pepper if he was here.
I don't like. I
and
don't
Lemon
like.
Pepper.
No, Arch is. You
Lemon,
got to
Elise knows it
understand. This
too.
is his first year
Yeah,
as the number one guy. Now, as far
but
as
facts.
he's
in
throwing
college,
sidearms. Either he's injured because I never seen anybody throw sidearm like that in a
again,
long
Somebody
You
got to
can
time.
look
ask me
itchy and
too, because I
scratchy.
follow
it's his
football
Somebody got
too.
a
first year
crackle. Somebody got a
as the
crackle.
Yeah,
starting
somebody
as
got
the
a little
number
itchy
one guy
scratchy.
for a high profile program. You still got to develop. Nobody comes in the game perfect. Peyton
Yep.
Manning got all the hype during his college. Never won a Heisman. Never won a national
Never,
championship.
never,
But they hyped him up as the
never,
greatest quarterback
never.
in college football. When there was a
And
Tom
even
Brady
into the
there, who was
draft,
my favorite
it was
player in
a
college
toss up
football.
between him and Ryan Leaf. So even then,
Mhm.
That part.
Right.
And Ryan Leaf was at motherfucking Washington State, so
He
Right, that
was
part.
carrying a school that's not used to winning. Exactly. That part right there.
Hmm
trash
That's
can.
what
Is
hyped
this
him
one
up
of the?
because
Is
he
this
was
one of the
carrying a
Manning
school
He
boys?
said
that
trash
wasn't
Son?
used
can.
to
Yup.
winning. Now,
Yeah,
what I'll
It,
tell you about
it's Cooper's son, I think.
Arch, I think he needs to stay in school for one more year. I don't think he
That's
I
needs
a
to
agree
fact.
with that.
even though he's eligible. He redshirted as a freshman, so he still got, he's still he's a redshirt sophomore, so he's eligible to leave after this year. But he should stay one more year because he needs to develop. Now, what I will tell you about him, because I've done research on his family, his father is actually the most athletic motherfucker in their family. His dad, Arch's dad,
And you can
and
tell.
he
You
never
can
played
tell when
professional
Archie Manning.
sports.
Have y'all seen Archie Manning get out that pocket and run
Right.
that screen?
But if you ever
Super
saw his
Somebody
dad
sound like
before he got sick,
that's
you
somebody
ever
sound like we
lazy.
had
seen
to press 9 for you
what's
to
his
get on the
name?
panel.
Shit.
That's
What's
Elysi,
Archie's
man.
dad's
Elysi
name?
sound like
Elysi's ordering him.
Soundwave,
Elysi's ordering at the damn
What's
drive-through right
Archie's
now.
dad's name?
man.
What's the older
Yeah, like
brother? What's the oldest brother's name, bro?
Peyton.
Little
No,
bro
no,
sound like he
Peyton's
Peyton,
getting
not the
destroyed
oldest.
by the
Peyton's the second
demonstrator right now.
oldest.
Peyton, and
You
then
stupid.
what's the other
Hey, I
brother?
got him right
No,
here.
Peyton's not
Eli,
the oldest.
Eli,
Peyton
and
is not
and
the
then
then the
oldest.
other.
I forgot the older brother's name because he was never in the limelight. But
Yeah, he
that's
got
Archie's
sick.
father.
The practice baby.
He got sick because he got sick
There
when
you
he
go,
was in
Dion.
college. He,
Yeah,
he
that's
got
my
sick when
name.
he was in
Eli, that's
college.
my name.
You stupid.
He can't have my name and come out and play like garbage cans, though.
Hey, what y'all know about this though? What do I know about this character right here though?
Hey, when I get sick, that's how I laugh. My shit be like,
That was,
Muttley,
Crazy.
Muttley.
Every time LeBron takes a clutch shot, that's exactly what I do.
Oh Lord.
oh man, we ain't trying to miss some
hey,
Jay Reed, man.
Every
we
I
see
don't
every
what
want to
time that
miss
happened.
nigga
on Jay
attempt to
Reed, man.
do some footwork, that's what I
We
do.
see what happened when
Every
the
time we talk
Magnets
about
went in the ball. That boy
every time we
went
talk
off.
about Kevin Durant outside of Golden State, this is what me and Elise do.
Right. Every time they say Kevin Durant got waves and he dipping, that's what I do.
Every time they say that he didn't leave Westbrook in OKC, this is what I do.
Jesus.
Oh man, it's
Oh
just
yeah, that's what I do right
it's
there.
Every
diabolical,
time I
man.
listen to his MVP speech, this is what I do.
Every time they show that nigga ankles, he look like Ashley Larry, that's what I do.
Every time they said Phoenix was going to the finals, that's what I do.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord, Jesus.
Every time the Lakers are knocked out the playoffs, this is how I dance.
Every time they
In
say
the first
Kawhi
round.
Leonard
In the
is gonna
first
play
round.
80 games this year, that's what I do.
Oh, he got
Yeah.
the OYA. Oh, my bad.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, looking ass. Ronnie's going to be the best 55th pick that we've ever seen in our life.
Salute, real Latif.
Yeah,
Where everybody
Lil
go?
T, man. Hey, everybody in here. Hey, real Lil
Oh,
T, man.
Yeah.
Hey, it's popping. It's popping like firecrackers. I did not start this. Just kind of like carry it over.
We
I'm
kind
I'm
of
just
evolved into this situation.
yeah. So
Every
don't
time they say
blame
it's
the host.
manufactured, that's what I do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't blame the host of anything that happened on the first 45 minutes and 35 seconds. That's my story,
and
and I'm
he's sticking to it.
I'm sticking to
and
it.
that's not and with my allegedly shirt on. Yes, sir.
Right.
Oh, let's be legendary. Okay.
Y'all, did y'all see
Fuck
what they
outta here.
doing to Kaminga? Did y'all see what they doing to Kaminga?
What they holding
Oh
him
yeah,
like
they
King's
trying to treat him
ransom.
like Kobe. They trying to
They
destroy the young king over there, man.
they got him locked down. What
Either
in
give
the
him,
world?
either pay him or trade him to a team that.
Cause you
that'll
know
let him
why he
play.
ain't sold out to no secret societies. That's why. Now if he
Yeah.
just come out and say I'm part of the Boule or join the Freemason, then they gonna start promoting him as the GOAT.
At least he came in here
Talk
with his
about
belt
it.
off, hitting everybody and shit.
I'm just
That's
saying,
his
And they
team.
ain't and they ain't
when you
dropped that
stand
movie
free,
him. They
if you
ain't
stand
dropped
like
that movie
that,
him for nothing. You know what Marlon kid. Never mind. I ain't.
Yeah,
oh
that
yeah,
crazy
facts.
looking stuff.
No, he
Ain't
on the
no
D.
party
He on
like
the
a
D.
Marlin
No,
party.
he on the D Wade side of the game. If you know, you know.
The
That's what I'm saying.
volunteer D
Yeah,
Wade
yeah,
side
we
of the
know.
game.
Ain't no party like a
I'm
Magic
like
Yeah,
Johnson
Fred.
party.
yeah,
I'm like Fred
I'm talking
Chris
about
right
on the.
now.
I'm talking about on the D Wade. I'm talking about the
yeah.
parent side of the game.
Oh, like
He on
this
that.
part right here.
He on that no disallowed
Wait, what's that? You
game.
Ain't no party
No.
like Isaiah
What my
Thomas and
nigga?
Magic
No,
party.
what my nigga Martin say? You not the pot calling the kettle calling a pot.
Oh man, can't with y'all today. I'm looking
Hey,
at
who?
y'all at right now like this.
Hey, since you said next game, Mark, man, who winning tonight? Lions or Ravens?
I said Ravens 56, Lions 51.
Damn, a
That's what you
shootout.
said.
Damn.
That's what you
Damn, no
said.
defense, huh?
Hold on, man. Let me
Madden.
check. Let me check BetMGM, man. Hold up.
Is
No,
all the
we don't.
sliders? Is all the sliders all up on Madden or something? God dang.
Right, that part.
Hey,
Dang.
you see how many 40 pieces there were yesterday? They was having out 40 pieces like it was fucking digital
Like it was
coupons yesterday.
nothing. Right.
And then
No, it was
Kyler
a
Man,
was
block
handing out
party
60
yesterday.
pieces.
That's what it
look how
was.
many.
It was a
Yeah,
block
that's what
I
I
party.
just
did.
watched the. I
That's
just
what I
How
watched
many
the
did.
highlight.
have y'all ever
So
seen that many motherfucking field goals blocked, bro, in the history of the game? They
That's
had
why I
all of
said it.
they
Hey,
broke the record
easy.
in
That's
one
why I
day
said
in the
it.
whole
That's why I
existence
said.
of the NFL, bro.
That's why I said it was a block party.
Rigged up. I was watching them every
Same
time.
thing
Me and my
yesterday.
son, we was like, watch this. This shit finna
Sunday
get
block
blocked. Every
party.
But
time it was blocked.
my real thought about
he said, "Watch this." That's
everything is
crazy.
I like the Ravens. I like the Ravens organization, even though they basically the Cleveland Browns, but that's neither here nor there. But
Right.
Yeah,
I
thanks,
need to
Art
see Lamar
Modell.
do. I don't give a
This
fuck
is how
how
y'all
good.
felt yesterday, Leezy. I'm sorry,
My
y'all.
thing is, I need to see Lamar do it in the playoffs consistently. I don't give a damn how good of a regular season he has. And the
So
same
because of
with
that, what would you rank him on them AFC quarterbacks under Joe and Patrick?
no Joe.
Because he had his mom represent him, bro. Like when you a real one, bro, I don't think he joined the like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't part of no cliques.
I would have to say he's
Like,
in the
you feel
top
me?
3 because I don't. You know, you don't have to have 5,000 yards and this, that, and other to be a top quarterback. It's if you win. Everybody hate Patrick, but
But
Patrick's been winning consistently.
the only
So
one out of
cool.
them four that ain't been to the show is Josh, right?
Patrick
Well,
Mahomes is
but
that nigga
Patrick
overrated.
Mahomes has been the motherfuckers
You don't
from the
need the
Bills
NFL to
hasn't.
cheat for you if you're that great,
No,
bro.
Well, we didn't need the NFL to cheat for fucking Tom Brady, but the motherfuckers been cheating for him since he came into the fucking
No,
league in
that's what I'm saying.
2001.
I don't.
So
Tom Brady ain't in
fuck
my
Brady.
top quarterbacks. I don't have that nigga nowhere near my top quarterbacks. That nigga equal to LeBron to me.
Tom Brady. That's Dr.
Yeah.
Shows right there.
Fucking next
They turned
quarterback.
that nigga into a
you say
female.
Dr. Show?
That nigga look like Pamela
Dr.
Anderson.
Show.
That
Hey,
nigga look
hey,
like Caitlyn Jenner
hey,
now, nigga. They
hey,
turned that
Gigi
nigga
like
into a
this.
fake chick.
Hey,
Did
Gigi
y'all
like
know?
this right now when she said that.
Did y'all know that the
Got the
older Tom Brady
show.
he looks more like Dexter?
A female. They turn that nigga into a woman.
Oh, they don't know nothing about that.
Whoa, Lord Jesus.
Well,
Touch me, Lord
he did get his
Jesus.
face pulled back. Get Leon the fuck off that damn TV.
Tom Brady is slowly transitioning into Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh,
Pay attention to that nigga features, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
That nigga look like a woman, bro. Caitlyn Jenner.
Well, he played like a woman. Cheating ass nigga. I don't know how those footballs got the air out of it. I don't know.
I knew that was coming up.
Yeah.
Oh no! Before that fake
I ain't
ass
got
tuck
nothing to do
rule,
with
right?
this. I'm going on mute. I'll be back, y'all.
What
Take
is-
the 10, 15,
One
20 minute
that
break.com.
against the
Allegedly.
Raiders. That tuck rule
That was
bullshit.
the tuck rule was against the Raiders. The
What about the
holding.
tablets? What about the
The
tablets,
hold,
y'all?
wait, hold on. The holding was against the Rams. You know, the tuck rule was in the same playoffs against the Raiders. Then the next time he went to the goddamn Super Bowl, it was Spygate. The next two times, then at the Spygate they got caught. Then it was him throwing tablets everywhere. Now remember, after Spygate, he didn't go back to the Super Bowl for 10 years.
Lord,
10 years. And then my New York Giants spoiled the goddamn party of that damn undefeated. That's why I will always root for the damn Giants unless they're playing against the Kansas City Chiefs. But that's the only team I got left in Missouri, so that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Fuck
And that
Brady.
running back
Fuck
put up was
LeBron.
balling yesterday too. For the Giants, that white boy, he can run his ass off.
Scatterboo.
Yeah, Scatterboo, yeah.
You should have seen him in college. He was a beast in college.
Well, you know, he reminded me of a young Peyton Hillis when he first was
That's
coming
a
into
good
the league.
call. That's a good call. Because he
But
used
you
to
know,
be a dog with
Peyton
the
Hillis,
Browns.
right? Peyton Hillis used to his knees went out faster than brake pads on a Chevy Tahoe pulling a boat.
Oh,
I don't know if
And
you ever, I don't know if you ever seen John Riggins play, but that's who he
the
reminds me of.
Washington Redskins, John Riggins, absolutely.
That John
But I think he was
like
more
a
of a
smaller
fullback.
version of him. No, John Riggins was the. I mean, he might have been listed as the fullback, but he was the feature back. He got
Run
the
your
ball.
ass over back. Vaughn, you heard they redoing RFK Stadium and it's gonna be open in 2030,
yeah.
Nah, I ain't heard that.
They moved up.
and it's gonna be
Yeah,
a
they
dome,
moved
a
up.
retractable
Redskins.
dome.
They're trying to bring the name the Redskins back, which they should.
Yeah,
They-
the football ain't football without having the Cowboys and the Indians.
Oh,
Right.
if they put the dome on there, that mean they trying to host the Super Bowl then.
Exactly.
It's
That's
three-
like everybody's trying to do that shit.
Except
Everybody's
St.
trying to
Louis.
do
That's
that.
why the Browns trying to move their stadium. They trying to
Hey,
move it off the
hey,
lake
Vaughn.
because it'll be easier to have a dome.
Real
if they
talk,
move right off
Vaughn.
that lake.
Real talk, Vaughn. If I offended you with my comment, I apologize, bro. It ain't like that.
Nah, it wasn't that I was offended. I just, as when you seen the people, and you see and I can understand why she is the way she is, because she just had people guide her down this path. But we saw her as a little girl grow up, so she's never been a boy. When people insinuate she's a man, that shit's kind of crazy to me. I would never say something like that.
You like my big bro, and I don't want to meet you the first time.
Oh,
you
so
slap
she
the shit out
legit?
of
So
me.
she legit?
Nah. Yeah, Brittany Griner is legit. When she was if you had seen her when she was in high school, she moved, looked like a girl. She had the long hair, all that shit. It's just as she got older, once she got to
those are
college
facts.
and started being around
Yep.
other gay girls, she got comfortable with herself. It's just like
Well,
anything
usually
else.
that's how it happens. They
That's
get
how it
comfortable with
happens.
themselves.
Yeah.
College.
Especially when you go to college. That's
Somebody
why they
turned her
complain
out,
about colleges
probably.
being too liberal now. I'm like, shit.
But
Just
she
let
might
people
get
be who
that.
they are and mind your own damn business.
Well, back to the regular
That's just
schedule
me.
programming. Now that me and
Like, I
Vaughn are
don't
best
accept that
buddies again.
lifestyle. I'm just saying that's who she wants to. That's what she wants to do. Cool, but like I was saying, we just living in Texas. I've seen a lot of the athletes go from children. A lot of athletes, especially from Texas, go from children to playing professional sports. And and it just boggles my mind because there's so many other kids that I've seen that, damn, if you made it, why didn't this motherfucker make it? That's the shit that really fucks with me, though.
So let me ask you. Let me ask you the follow-up question. Let me ask you the follow-up question. What's your feelings on Kevin Durant? Your true feelings.
To be my favorite player, but I don't know. He's kind of. I just think, honestly.
Yes, honestly.
I'm about to say I almost dropped my fucking phone. A lot of these dudes, it's time for them to retire. Honestly,
Right.
just get out the way. Let's let the downfall of them. Y'all are great players.
I would tell you my honest opinion on Kevin Durant.
Have turned a lot of fans. Y'all's personalities have turned a lot of fans off from enjoying the sport. So it's time for y'all to retire and let this new generation have it. That's just how
I fucked with Kevin Durant when he was with OKC. I even fucked with him when he was with Golden State. When he decided to get on both knees and put his head back and let LeBron in his mouth, that's when I stopped fucking with him.
Oh,
Lord
man.
Jesus. Lord Jesus.
Nah, it's just when, like, when
This
I
get
don't
crazy today, boy. What?
Maybe y'all disagree.
I did.
Do y'all disagree?
Was perfectly felt right there.
To the bones, okay? To the bones.
Man, hey, it's like that. What he just said remind me of the old Saturday night with Netting on TV. Then you also hear that preacher, the low BET. Who in the hell let the gate
He's kind of right. He did let LeBron play him for a sucker.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he
Even
did.
if he knew it or not, he played you for a sucker. He got you on that podcast. Got you to say some shit you really don't even
Some
believe.
messed up stuff. Yeah, right.
Like from other people that we know that know you.
Mm-hmm.
We know you don't believe that shit you just let come out your mouth. We know that's not how you really feel, nigga, and you let him sucker you into that shit. It's kind of like what's the quarterback? Damn, like he's from Texas. Like he's done slipped my mind. Drew Brees. When he came out his mouth about the whole George Floyd situation, I'm like, nigga, you around niggas every day, and you let this interview you sucker you into saying that.
Gas you up
about what's his name? No, it wasn't George Floyd. It was the
Trayvon Martin
from the 49ers.
Kaepernick
Shit, yeah. And he come out his mouth about I will never agree with anyone disrespecting the flag. Bitch, nigga, ain't nobody disrespecting the flag.
Wait. Can you say that again, Vaughn? I like the way you said that. I like how you slipped that in.
I said it and his teammates said it.
No.
His own
No. I need an instant replay, Vaughn. You said it so smooth.
You did.
Start from the beginning. Go ahead. I'll shut up. I gotta hear this shit.
Yeah, like nigga, you let that motherfucker.
No. We're gonna try this again. We're gonna try this again, Vaughn. I ain't letting you off the hook. You said, bitch.
But my point is, he's around black people every goddamn day. You grew up around black. You went to a high school where they had a lot of black people in it that made you look good in high school.
With that fucking thing on your face that you got surgically removed after you won the Super Bowl.
Right. He had that shit. That shit. I thought there was a roach on his face.
That motherfucker got a cicada shell on his goddamn cheek every time I used to see him play.
Hey, you said, hold on. Devon just say he thought it was a roach on his face.
Yeah, that's what that shit looked like because it had hairs growing out of it.
Oh my god!
It looked like
I can't with y'all today, boy. We all talk broke today. I like it though. This is what they need to do in the NBA, man. LeBron, KD, and all y'all other people, man. Y'all need to go. It's time for the new generation now. I've been saying this for a long time. The longer they play, the longer it ruins their legacy, though, man. Like they just understand it, and somebody got to pay the piper. You know, when you, as the boy Elise say, what I say too, Devil coming to collect pretty soon, man. He ain't playing either.
Mm.
All right, y'all think it's a game? Let
Yeah,
these
but
young
yeah.
boys have this lead, man.
I'll
Adam
tell you
Silver need to
why.
go
Yeah,
too. We need to get somebody in there that really wants to bring the fans back. Because I'm
yeah, they
telling
need to
you,
get that. They gave
and,
us an android for a commissioner. That nigga ain't no fuck. He's
Yeah,
not a human.
yeah.
He's a
yeah,
fucking
he's
android.
not.
So you
Yeah.
saying they gave
I
us
will
Bishop
ride
from
with that shit.
Aliens?
Yep, that's it.
Nah,
I
they
will
gave us
ride with that
Roger for
shit
Family
any
Guy.
time, nigga. Yeah, more like
That nigga's
Roger
hand
from
gonna come
Family
off
Guy.
and milk will
I
go
mean
everywhere.
Roger from American Dad. I mean American Dad.
Yeah, American Dad. My bad. It's the
Yeah.
same
Right.
artist.
He gonna tell
Yeah,
us. He gonna tell us to go watch the highlights when he told the networks that they're gonna have ratings. How you gonna get the ratings with the fans watching the highlights?
Right.
Huh?
does it. Touch me, Lord. Touch him, Lord.
What kind of business is that, Mr. Vaughn? How you gonna guarantee the network X amount of ratings and you telling the fans just to watch the highlights? Where they gonna watch the highlights at? YouTube. So YouTube gonna get most of the views.
Right. But aren't they gonna be streaming games on YouTube this season?
Oh
I
man.
Right.
know Amazon. I know they're gonna be doing it on Amazon and Peacock because Peacock is a part of NBC.
Right. Right, but then the deal that he just made was primarily
Oh, here
with
he is.
CBS, NBC, and all of them, wasn't it?
There you go. Old Roger.
I don't
looking
remember
at it.
YouTube being in that. What is that? $70 billion.
Yeah, they ain't in that number.
They ain't in that number. So now you telling the fans to go to another streaming service to watch the highlight, but then the networks is gonna come up short because the games ain't. Excuse my French. The games ain't shit.
That's why I said they need to. That's why I said the old guard, the current old guard in the league, it's time for them to go.
Right.
Because that's the only way
Facts.
the ratings are going to get better. We're complaining about the load management. LeBron is, he keeps manipulating rosters, but keeps losing. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Steph
The
Curry
teams that he should beat.
Steph Curry has an ankle sprain and got to miss 2 months of a season. You know
Come
what I'm
on
saying?
now.
Like,
Right.
Come on now.
like
Joel
how
Embiid
much
ain't played
longer
for
do
2
we have to
years.
keep watching this shit, Adam Silver?
Right. Right.
It's time to convince
paying
them
that
boys.
what-
It's time to go and let the younger generation carry the torch.
But the media is like
you
this,
want-
though, y'all. But they don't want to let go. Because this is what they said this summer. This is what they said this summer. That's just, and I said it on my stream and it baffled me. SGA won the championship. Is it a young man's league? No, it's not a young man's league. It's still about LeBron. It's still about Steph. It's still about KD, Kawhi. I'm like, what? Like, when the last time?
People don't want to watch.
Man,
Y'all can't let go of the old.
that's what they said. That's what they said.
old guard.
Right after OKC won the championship. I forgot that writer's name. He's out of New York. Khan or something. I forgot his name. I know it starts with a K. He said that. I was like, man, like, dude, ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Ain't nobody got
They don't
time
know.
for this, man. We been
Right.
telling.
They
I know.
don't know how
I've been
to
saying
build it
this
up.
for the last 6-7 years that the league was getting younger and younger and younger. The average height of the past season, these dudes was 6'5". So who's really playing against plumbers? You see how erotic how that feels now? How does that really feel in my Maxwell and not my
I'd rather
Maxwell,
play
but
against plumbers and firefighters than podcasters.
here come
Come
Cochran.
on
That
now.
can't,
Cochran
that
is
ain't
in the
good.
building.
Greetings.
My island brother.
Hey, hold on. Before we introduce Cochran on, Cochran, you came in and everybody's on tilts and everybody's on 1,000. So what's coming off the top rope? With everything's coming off the top rope, yes, it's
Just
it's
finishers.
bad. Yes,
The only finishers.
Super moves
Right.
and brutalities. That's all you
Yeah.
getting today.
Yes,
Man, ain't no
everybody's coming
friendship.
with it. No, ain't no friends around here, allegedly. But we family though. We having a good time. Let's look.
What we on? Y'all talking about the NBA, man. Talking about what the season look like.
Oh, Roger.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
Roger.
Adam
He need to get
Copper,
up out of
man, he
there,
belongs
man.
in the dirt, man.
Yeah. Adam Silver, Adam
Man.
Papa.
Yeah, Adam Copper, he belongs in the dirt.
Adam Archer little.
No way. Looking like he misses spaceship and he fucking waiting. Like he missed his ship
Yeah.
and he waiting, man.
Nah, he ain't no
I
Alf,
like
man.
the
We
Bishop
ain't giving him
comment.
no
That
Alf
nigga
when he
is
just missing.
Bishop.
Nah, we ain't giving him no Alf from the 80s.
Yeah, we
man.
like
We ain't
Alf.
giving him that. Yeah, we
Yeah,
actually like
Alf
Alf.
was our dog. Alf was our
He
dog.
too
Yeah.
Alf too smart, man. He ain't smart, and yeah, Alf too
Other than
smart for him,
eating
man. That's an
cats and shit.
insult.
You can't do my boy Alf like that. Alf was that dude back then, bro. For real.
Alf
Yeah,
was our
that's one
guy,
of my
bro. Alf
favorite
was that
shows.
dude, man.
That's one of my favorites.
But no, who said Bishop though? That's a more that's like accurate as shit. He is, because when you think of Bishop and the shit he did in the whole Alien saga, he's the reason behind all that shit. Cause that's accurate as hell. Adam Silver is Bishop from Alien.
You welcome. You welcome, Vaughn. You welcome.
Yeah, I thought that was you, Martavius. That shit was accurate as hell. Like,
Yeah, he need to stop showing his face, man.
He is fucking.
He be every time he show his face, he lose 1,000 views, bro. Adam Silver, cop, man, he gotta stop showing his face.
You know why I say Bishop? Because not only was he an android, but he was behind the whole Wayland Yutani takeover.
All that shit.
Man, say android.
Create a new species.
What?
He wanted to be God himself. He wanted to be God. He got a conscience and wanted to be God.
Sound like Lucifer.
That's so familiar, bro.
Yeah, me and Vaughn definitely need to talk behind the scenes, so I can show you all my stuff in my books from my conspiracy theories. People be thinking I'm crazy.
Nah,
I probably is. But
break down the word conspiracy and study what each one of those words mean.
You're not a conspiracy theorist, brother. You just watching with your third
But
eye.
think about it though. Who is the person who came up with that statement? I'm sure it's somebody who was trying to cover up something.
That was around JFK. They started saying that became a popular statement.
Yeah, when everybody involved in the death turned up there.
Yeah.
That phrase became popular.
That's why they make the phrase to cover up something.
Yeah.
Lee Harvey
That's why they
Oswald
make the
got shot.
phrase.
Lee Harvey Oswald got shot by Jack Rubenstein, aka Jack Ruby. Jack Ruby died in prison from being killed before his release. Then the guy that killed Jack Ruby died in prison. All hands were clean.
When you go study Lee Harvey Oswald, it would make no sense for him to kill JFK because Lee Harvey Oswald was a communist. So
yeah, because that was the thing back in the day, right? No trial. They would get you locked. No trial, bro. Like you ain't seeing trial.
Yeah, he was a communist. Lee Harvey Oswald. So it made no sense for him to kill JFK. He was a communist.
Right.
Yo, what up, Conquer?
Ain't poison. Greetings, brother. Ain't poison was in the bullet, like shell poison. Wasn't there traces of, like, yeah? Where he gonna get that shit? Like,
wait, poison for who? Lee Harvey Oswald was shot live on TV.
No, I'm saying that JF Kennedy, like, it wasn't there, like the autopsy. They were saying it was shellfish poison. There were traces of that.
Marilyn Monroe's pussy hairs all over his lips.
Man.
Oh Lord.
Man, I done heard so much crazy stuff about that. I just see
she was Castro girl too. She was Castro girl too. So she was playing a dangerous game.
Every Kennedy. She was passed through every Kennedy.
She was for the
high ranking, man. Top ranking, man. Top ranking.
That's the thing.
Because
she was
just like I asked,
she knew too many secrets. That's why they killed her.
Oh yeah.
Hey, no, Price put the other one up on there where he'd be like, if anybody that said anything about me, B,
man,
stole anything from me, B, is fucking dead, B.
Because,
I swear to God,
check this out.
That dialogue crazy though, yeah.
Check this out, Conquer. When JFK got his head blown off, Jackie Onassis Kennedy did a fucking cartwheel out the back of that damn car.
He was trying to put his head back together. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
She was not worried about if he was dead. She knew he was dead and tried to fucking shoulder roll like John McClane out the back of that damn car.
She was grabbing the pieces of his head. If you go really look at the video, go look at it closely. She's actually trying to grab the pieces of his head that was on the back of the car and trying to put his head back together. That's what she was actually trying to do.
Arby's, we have the meat. I'll be on that bullshit, y'all. My bad.
Man, y'all living in the great experiment, man. Where they try shit in this place, bro.
Let's
Yeah,
not
that's
even
what
get
she
to
was
the
actually
drinking
doing.
water
She was
experiment.
grabbing the pieces of his head that was on the back of that car, and she was
Man,
trying to put it. Then she was trying to put his head back together. She kind of like, I get it. She lost, like, you sat there and looked at your husband's head explode, and, like,
Bro,
shock, man.
like
She in
comment, you
shock,
can't,
bro. Like, so
right in front
man,
of you.
oof.
Shit.
man. What you were saying? You said what now, Mark?
Look
You
at the
said let's not
passenger of
talk
the
about
car.
what?
Let's not talk about the drinking water experiment that they've been doing
Passenger
in
blew
the
the nigga
States.
head off.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm about to say. Common sense ain't coming, bro. Because when I was a kid, I'm like, I didn't been like, because in Cleveland here, the air show kind of a big thing. So it's like I've seen air shows. Why are these random ass planes going over the hood, just spraying shit, and it's looking like the plane smoking?
Wait.
Come to
Stay right
find
there,
out,
Dion.
20 years later, it's chemtrails. My common
Yeah,
sense popped in as a
What?
kid.
yeah.
Like, this ain't making sense to me, bro.
Stay right there, Dion. I just looked at this thing on YouTube. My old city, neighborhoods where my parents grew up at. It was called, I forgot the damn name. I'm mad that I forgot the name. They were running trucks through there in the projects.
And they was running behind the trunks, sniffing the shit. I knew exactly
They,
what you was about to say.
they were
Yup,
spraying the hood
yup,
with a chemical to see how people will react
yup.
to that chemical. Everybody that was in that hood after they tore that damn project down, everybody in there
They
got a
got
form of
sick.
cancer.
Yup,
Mm.
they got sick. Yup, because they said
Man,
the kids, you know how we used to chase trucks in the hood, so they said the kids used to chase the truck, and it's spraying the shit, bro.
Man,
Like that shit been
our
happening,
main
All
man.
kind of shit. I know, because the last time I've been back to Louisville, Kentucky, it's probably been about 4 years, and as soon as I got off the airplane, it's something in the air that just made my head start ringing. The whole time I was there, it didn't matter how many leave I took. And I told my grandmother that shit. I was like, I don't know what it is, but
It was some type of frequency in the
it's
air that
something
you
in
ain't
the
used
air
to,
that's
bro.
messing with my head, and it's
Yes,
making
sir.
my head ache
Yep,
and ring. And
yep,
she's like, man, she's like,
frequency.
baby,
Yeah.
I don't know what they're
exactly.
spraying in the air right now. And I'm like, this is why we try to get y'all to get out of Kentucky and move to Texas with us. Because I can't do this shit. I know that they're doing some foul shit to y'all here in the city.
That's
Man,
everywhere
bro,
though, because
that's the
the food
that's the
is so
complaint.
fucked up now, bro. It's ridiculous, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, think about
Which
man.
which country I think it's Cuba or one of these countries. That was the complaint when they had the riot and stuff. People were complaining about, like, they were feeling they all of a sudden their skin was being, like, feeling scratchy, itchy. Some people were getting sick out of nowhere, vomiting.
Yeah.
They and is a frequency they were putting over Cuba, had the people going crazy. So there's this there's this in the army that they call the active denial system, and I don't know if you guys familiar with it. It's active denial system, I think. But anyway, it's a big ass dish that sends off a frequency that, according to who you will get a different side effect according. So some people throw up, some people would feel like they're hearing things in it. You could go on it with YouTube. There's a video on YouTube that the army actually tried it out and have people come. So people were like 200 yards away, and they were telling them, like, come, approach, and they turn on this thing, Virgin. You ain't seeing nothing. People just feeling, and they can't come close. They use this. They're gonna plan to use these things in riot and stuff to, hold back people and stuff. I think they call it the active denial system. It sends out a frequency that makes you want to turn back, and it affects you in different ways. Some people claim they hear voices. Some people would feel the skin itching. Some people get tummy ache. Some people will throw up, nausea. But you cannot come. Doesn't matter. They could keep you 50 feet, 100 feet away, 1,000 feet away. It doesn't matter. They turn the frequency up and you cannot come close.
Y'all
It's
can say I'm
crazy.
bugging, man, but these people
Yeah,
are trying
yeah,
to play
please.
God, man. I feel like these people really trying to play God. And what I mean by that is, like what Conqueror was saying, they trying to create stuff that we only feel metaphysically. Like when you walk in a room and you can feel the tension, you might not know what the fuck is going on, but you can just feel it like it's some tension in here. They're trying to recreate that, and that's not something that you can create.
And but that is all fine and good. But if the intention is to manipulate and control, that way you're wrong. That way no. Because some people we call it vibes. That's what we say. We call it vibe, but it's frequency. You literally feeling what is
Right.
going on
Like
with
you
that
feel the
person,
vibe.
and
Right.
you ain't want to be
Yeah.
around them because they having a bad day. They mad. They vexed for know what, and you not mad. You not vexed, so you can't be around that person. Like you calling it vibe, but that is frequency that bouncing back to from one another and good energy connect. That's why we up here.
But that's the same thing, like you saying, conquering. You will have a day that's going well, and you go around somebody and they shit a little off. Then they leave you feeling good, and you
Mm-hmm.
leave them walking with
That's a
their burdens.
transfer.
Like
Yeah,
it's
that's
a
a transfer.
transferred energy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That's why
Yeah,
you
that's a
gotta be careful the
transfer.
yeah,
places you go and be careful the people you'll be around too long, man.
exactly. Yes, sir.
Unless you're good enough to control your frequency so you can keep off that bad energy, like stay
But
away
it's
from
only
that, man,
so
because
much you
that
can
would
do, though.
ooh,
It's
true.
only so much you can do if you're not staying away from it. It's only
Right.
so much you can do.
And it easy, man. Eat right, drink right, and live right. It ain't hard. Well, apparently, yeah, that is hard to do, especially in this place.
Well, there's this real thing called population control, and in certain instances, they've been instituting that.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say a wild take, but y'all probably used to me saying shit
The
out off the top of my
unpopular
head.
word is genocide, but I get it.
I feel
Yeah.
like the P-19 was a population control type of thing myself
Oh, no
because
doubt.
the
Yo,
way
for
it
sure,
happened, the way it
for
Um,
shut
sure.
down. It hit either seniors or hit young ones, and the way they were promoting it by saying it's extremely fatal to those of African American descent with high blood pressure and diabetes and all this other stuff. And there's too many stories that I've heard and seen personally. Like I had a friend of mine's father who died in a car accident, and he was decapitated because he hit right up under that little triangle part of the bridge when his car lost control. They
Dang.
put on they put on his death
Mm.
certificate
damn.
complications with COVID.
What?
Yo, do you
Why they need
know?
to?
Complication
Why
with
would it?
So
COVID.
when you say COVID-19,
Yeah,
that means there was 18 more versions of it prior to the
it's
19.
funny you say that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
When
Hey
H
That's
guys,
the
one
hold on,
version
hold
when
on.
that
When
H
you hear
worked.
them
when
say
H
Situation.
COVID,
one
I just
and
came in here.
do
I
you
just
know what
came in, but
COVID-19? You know
they
what
say
the
that on my
COVID
dad.
virus started
They try
as?
to put that on my dad. They
It
put
was
that on
a
my
it was
dad's
a
birth
it was a virus that
death
was found in
certificate,
dogs.
but he actually had a heart attack.
The COVID virus was originally found in dogs. They just figured out a way for it to attach it to human organs.
Mm-hmm.
The
and
I was
19
because
not.
version
I
of
was.
it is the one that
And
they
how,
figured out how to attach to human organs.
and in harmony with what Vaughn said, we already seen a version of
the bird flu.
C19.
The
No,
bird flu.
H1N1, the
No,
West Nile
all
virus.
that. All that's
Yeah,
no. All of
Yeah,
those
all
are
that shit,
variants
bro.
of the flu. They're all variants of the same
Yep.
virus. So basically, the 19 is the 19th variant because there are so many different variants of the. That's why when you go to the emergency room, they can't just diagnose you unless you have a severe problem once they take your blood, urine, or anything else. You know what I'm saying? You have to tell them how you feel for them to diagnose you. Think
Mm-hmm.
about
Or
that.
at least
Think about
at least
that.
start. At least start. At least know where they start beginning from. Yeah.
Like, unless you have a serious ailment, they're not going to know. You can go in there and tell them any fucking thing. They're going to fill you up. And, like, you know what I'm saying? You could be perfectly healthy. Like, my stomach hurting. I'm sweating. I'm doodling. Ain't no way
Hey,
for them.
to be really honest with you, I usually sweat when I do, but that's neither here nor there.
Man, you need a fan in your bathroom, bro.
You see what the fuck?
He said I need a fan. Yeah.
You better burn what they used to say back in the day. You better burn the match in there when you done.
Well, every time I burn a match, it hurts.
Don't pull too hard, Gigi. Yeah, let go.
Courtesy flush.
No, Gigi said it's dinner
Who
time.
said courtesy flush?
I did.
Oh no, that's real talk right there.
Fine.
Oh, we used to get cussed out for that. You better not be sitting over them hot ass turds.
Well, yeah.
All right, Gigi.
Courtesy flush. You better not stop my toilet up, nigga.
Blessings.
I'll name my toilet Curtis and then go from there.
Oh my goodness, y'all.
Let's not even stop there. What about the Tuskegee Airmen experiment that they keep acting like it was no big deal when they was purposely giving black men syphilis to see what the effects on the brain?
Henrietta
And then
you
they was
murdered
having sex
Henrietta
with
Lacks
women.
and stole her organs, nigga.
Then
Henrietta Lacks.
they came home and was having sex with their women and giving all them women syphilis, bro. And they didn't even know they had it. That's crazy. Could you imagine that conversation? You didn't went off to the army. Think about this. You gone.
Mhm.
You got some shit you don't even know. You missing your lady. Come home, grown,
All over the
Now,
floor.
man, how can you look her in the straight face and tell her that and think she gonna believe you, bro?
But they didn't tell them. They didn't tell them. They didn't. Wasn't black folks wasn't getting tested like that. They just died unexpectedly.
True. That's
And when
fact.
they had the autopsy,
The
they're like,
autopsy, then they
he
found
got
out.
holes in his brain.
Yeah.
Then they're like, oh, he got holes. How did he get holes in his brain? Oh, well, he
Fact.
did have like class 19 syphilis.
Right. With nothing, no type of treatment or anything.
Because that can lay dormant in your brain for hella.
Yeah.
So Martavian answered. So just responding to what you said earlier about me kind of sounding offended. All that shit you saying right now, all this we talking about right now is why I sounded like that, because I know this information. That's the shit I'm into. You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay,
the MK Ultra shit. So yeah, I don't mind. We can chop it up in
Hey
after the
Vaughn,
show.
you hit the Industry Hoax on YouTube.
The industry what?
It's called Industry Hoax. I don't know if you're ready for it, man. It breaks down stuff about
Shit. Let me know what's up. I've never heard of it, but yeah, let me know what's up.
it's spelled exactly how I sound. Industry Hoax. It's talk about how Tupac was an experiment, because when he died, they called him Tupac Shakur. His name is LaShane Crooks. Oh, it breaks all that down, bro. It breaks all that down. It talk
Great
about him.
experiment,
It talk
man.
about him. It talk about.
Dead, but
No,
they
look.
hate him while he was alive.
No, I'm about to tell you something that might ruffle some feathers. They said that picture he took in the tub with all the jewels on him. They said he was in his birthday suit, and that was a ritual.
I remember, and I don't know.
I mean, it's
Vaughn,
possibly true.
slightly,
He was hanging out with what's the fashion designer? He was real close with the fucking fashion designer.
Liberace.
Not Liberace. Not him.
I thought it was Liberace, or is that or am I tripping, bro?
Nah,
No,
Liberace.
it was,
I thought he was a musician. Versace. That's him. He was
Versace.
hanging out
I
with him.
said no, my bad. I got my Achis fucked up.
Yeah. I just couldn't think. You was close.
Don't fuck up your Achis, man.
You hear me, Concord? I got my Achis
But
fucked
yeah,
up.
it was Versace. He was hanging out with Versace.
Right, because that's when he switched,
Fine.
because he was gutter, and then Suge built him out, and he was on this Versace. Right.
now, Vaughn, you're a little bit older than me, but we're both older than
Me?
Dion. I
Yeah.
remember because all that happened when I was in 8th grade, freshman. Do you remember the report that he got gang raped in jail?
I remember hearing about that, but nobody.
That was
really
like
confirmed it.
93,
Like,
and they
a
could
lot of
never
people said that's not
confirm.
true. Yeah, it was never confirmed. Yeah, I remember hearing
But
that
then-
rumor. Yeah.
Tupac came out with an interview and said that Quincy Jones proposition to sleep with him
when he
and
was
make
dating
him a
his
big star.
granddaughter. Yup.
Oh yeah,
When he
that
was
I know.
dating his granddaughter.
Yeah,
I listened to that interview too.
I heard
Yeah,
now.
I heard a snippet of that
You
interview.
can't
That
find
part
that recording.
specifically.
I remember hearing that recording when Tupac said that shit.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
I
that's what I'm
heard.
saying.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I
You
heard
can't
that
find
from
it
Tupac
now.
No, they
voice.
say
I heard
I
that
Quincy
remember
snippet.
hearing
Jones
Tupac
wrote
say
him a
that shit in the
whole ass
recording.
letter, bro.
And he
Not only that,
and
and at the same time, he was
said
dealing
him and
with
Quincy,
with
he
the
said Quincy
daughter, right?
Jones fucked Dr. Dre.
And he was dealing with Quincy Jones' daughter at the time too.
At the
If
same
And
I'm
he
not
was the
time.
first.
mistaken.
He was the first one to say something about Dr. Dre going both
Yeah.
ways before niggas even
Because
knew about it,
he
bro.
insinuated that Quincy Jones slept with Dr. Dre. Yes.
Yep. I'm talking about that's better. Yeah, y'all older than me, but I'm hip to
Kind
that though.
surprising.
Yeah, I remember that
Now,
recording,
this is
bro.
way
You can't find it now, though. It's hard to find.
right. This was
Oh
way
man,
before
it's like that
YouTube.
shit.
This
This was
was
before the
social media.
internet. Right, right.
They used to play that on the radio. Because it
We
was
knew
a
this by
radio
word of
hit.
mouth.
That
Exactly.
Tupac interview was on a DVD. It was on a DVD. I heard, but I don't remember the name of the DVD. But it was on a DVD. I heard that interview. I don't remember.
Like they was like they broke down how when he was in the art school with Jada Pickett and he wrote her a letter about some dude, and man, it's a whole it's a lot of shit, bro. They was man, just check it out, man. It might be too much, but it's some shit, bro. It's
He might be too much.
But see, here's the thing. Like the whole Tupac thing, who he was when he died. And I listen, when Tupac came out, because I was big on Public Enemy back when I was 11, 12, 13. So Tupac was like Chuck D when he first came on the scene. What he was rapping about and the shit he was saying. So
No, I respect that because one of my favorite albums
man, Chuck
of
D is
his,
my boy, bro. Chuck D
one
is
of my
my
favorite
boy.
albums of Pac is actually Me Against the World. Like that's a very underrated album.
Tupacalypse.
No,
I'm just going through his like the albums where
no, it's
where I was really-
Tupacalypse.
Tupacalypse.
What's the other one? What's the other one? Strictly for my niggas. Hey, we said at
My
the same
favorite
time.
Tupac album, and Me Against the World, which is my second favorite Tupac album. But Strictly for My Niggas.
That's your favorite one?
Strictly for My Niggas is my favorite Tupac album.
Is that the one? Is that the one? Is that the one with the?
Gotta take
You
a
gotta
shot
go.
today, brother.
That's what
It's
keep
been
your
good
head
kicking
up.
it,
Come
man.
back.
Hey, T-Press,
Come back if you
T-Press.
can.
All right,
Come back if you
Octavia. Yeah, I'll see if I could. I'll see if I have a
That's
step
the
back here.
album with Keep Your Head Up.
You got
I
some
Get
folks
Around.
over. I'm about to go.
And the one where he
Respect.
is that the one with the other one too, where he be talking about give it up for the old school.
Yeah, give it up.
At the end, you know what I'm talking about? At the end, yeah, and he be shouting everybody out. Yeah,
he was shouting all the rappers. He shouted all the rappers out.
To me, that was better because he was at his rawest form. To me, and you could feel it was just different, bro. It was different to me. It was different.
He did that song, and he did that same thing. He did that same thing on the song called "Representing '93," the last verse.
Man, that's
Hold on
my
for a
shit.
second while I read. I'll be back. I'm gonna put myself on mute. I gotta read this thing. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, but the person Tupac was when he died. I was not a fan of that person. That's all. That's the best thing I can just say.
Like when when people say All Eyes on Me is their favorite album by his, I'm like, that's really not Tupac, bro.
Yeah,
like
that
it
wasn't-
is, but it's not. That's Hollywood Tupac to me. That's
Right.
not Tupac, bro.
That's Tupac after all the wrong people got in his head.
Right. That's why to me I like Machiavelli more because he got back to that old Tupac feel to me. Even though he was kind of throwing shots, just the cadence of the rap and all that, it reminded me of the older Tupac.
Did you ever listen to the One Nation album?
No, I ain't even hear it.
Oh, so you don't. So you know he made a album prior to his death where he had everybody he was supposedly beefing with was on that album.
Yeah,
Junior
because he
Mafia.
was about to form Death Row
Death
East.
Row East, yeah.
Yep, and kill all the beefing and all that. Like I'm about to squash all that.
Biggie spilled the beans. That's why. This is why I believe both of them are dead. Biggie spilled the beans. Said when he ran into Tupac by themselves. It was them. They were with their entourages, but they both ran into each other. And he said, Pac said to him, "Man, I'm just trying to sell records, bro. Don't take none of this shit serious."
And what's fucked up is Puffy then juiced him up so much because Puffy was scared.
Puffy had Biggie beefing with his own record label mates. Like that's how foul Puffy is, bro. Like I
Okay,
don't
I
like
found
what
you
they're doing
guys.
to
I
him
might
now, but he's a foul dude anyway. So
I might
I can,
sound biased, but that life after death is so crazy to
The
me,
name
bro.
of that project I was telling you that they sprayed down during the Cold War. It was called Pruitt Igoe. It doesn't exist no more in St. Louis, but it was a predominantly black neighborhood. If
Oh,
I'm
that
looking
was the
at
name of it. Okay, yep.
yeah, if I'm looking at the
Because
map
I found a
correctly,
documentary on that on YouTube. That's how I got hip to it. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
yeah, a lot of my family members grew up in that area around that time. And every family member that grew up in the area, from my dad to my uncles to my aunties, all of them got some form of cancer later in their life.
Yeah, that's
And then
wild.
after we probably looked at the same damn documentary. This one was 3 weeks ago, but the government says they can neither confirm nor deny anything happened in the
Yep,
50s and the 60s
yep.
when all these people are dying off.
That's
This
what
is
I
this,
remember. They was showing pictures of them in the black and white. Yep, that's exactly what I remember, bro. I'm like, damn, that shit is so sad, man. Like they chased it. The one I watched might be different than yours because they
no,
was
it's the same one because
they
it's in
was
black and white.
yeah, and they chasing after the truck like the ice cream truck, but they just playing as
That's
kids,
what
not even knowing.
that's what the dude in the Cardinals jersey was just saying.
That's crazy, man. That's just so sad, man.
But see, St. Louis is known for that. You do know, well, you're not from St. Louis, so you wouldn't know. There used to be a nuclear weapons plant on 70 before you get to downtown off of Goodfella. They just literally probably about 20, 25 years ago just made that plant go away. That's where all the nuclear weapons was made. I found that, and chemical weapons made. So if you're making, because if you go down Goodfella before you get to Natural Bridge, all of that is a military zone. You still got the military buildings, still got the military trucks and tanks, and then the rest of it is probably 5-6 miles up the highway to the airport. But it used to be a big metal building. I remember whenever we used to pass it, and it was just huge. And a lot of the infrastructure around there was just military housing. When they tore that building down, that whole area, they just like neglected it. So where did you put all that like nuclear waste and material? Where did all that go? They just left it there. And that's a predominantly black neighborhood. Up and down Natural Bridge, up and down Goodfella, which connects to the Circle and Baden, and then you're going into the unincorporated side where I used to grow up at in Ferguson and Florissant, more Florissant to Ferguson, and then you got the highway, and then you cross over to the Illinois side. But if they're doing that in my city, do not sit up here and think they're not doing that in yours.
Right.
And that's the scary reality about it. But if you don't pay taxes, do I need to say more? It's funny that Cochran said the great experiment, because he's not the only person I heard say that.
That's why I brought up MK Ultra earlier.
And that's why me and you need to talk.
I ain't even hear you say the MK Ultra. I missed that.
That's the
why
first
I brought
thing.
that shit up earlier when we were talking about Brittany Griner, when we were discussing the whole Brittany Griner shit. That's all of that is MK Ultra. It's not,
Now,
it's not a pill, it's not a spray, it's not a shot, it's a system. It's a system of images and wordplay to mess with your mind.
Let me ask you this. I used to listen to a YouTuber. I don't know where the hell he been, but he used to drop a lot of great videos. I followed him. I subscribed. I used to listen to a lot of the things he said. I don't know if you know Chronicles of Judah 144.
Yeah, I'm familiar with him. Yep.
He and Yuvon are the only ones I ever heard say MK Ultra.
Yeah,
I myself, behind the scenes, I need to get a little bit more in depth into that because, okay, I take that back. There's one more other person that I've heard say MK Ultra, and that's my father.
So you ain't hip to Mahatma 21?
It's a mind control thing. I said this a few years ago. I was on a panel with a old friend of mine. We still cool. I just ain't talked to her in a minute. But we were discussing the civil rights movement. I said that Martin Luther King and the whole civil rights movement was an MK Ultra experiment.
Yep.
To see how people would react.
Now, you know about the Freedom of Information Act that's coming up in a year and a half or less than a year and a half, right?
Yeah.
So, I was talking to a friend of mine who was reading the book Ready Player One, right?
Uh-huh.
Did you know that the birthday of the main character is January 1st, 2027, which is when the Freedom of Information Act is going into effect?
Nah, I didn't. I wasn't aware of that. So, but it's wild. But it's wild though. So
it blew my mind because I was like, if y'all look up the Freedom of, I'm not going to discuss it on T Price's channel, but look up the Freedom of Information Act, and then it will help you to understand why everything is happening the way everything is happening.
Yeah.
They are preparing themselves for information that we were always taught that's going to find out that it was false.
Yeah.
Way false. Just like when I was in grade school. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was just going to say something real quick. You can continue after this. There's a lot of shit that I want to discuss, but I know I know it's going to be hard for people to accept because of what they've been taught. We're like, there's so many people, like 20, 30, 40, 50, and you've been taught this information and you believe it as to be the truth. But once you start seeing and hearing the truth, and then you can go back and look at the ancient text and put it together and know it's the truth, it's hard to try to teach that shit to other people.
When we were in school, and Von can attest to this, when we was in school, we were taught one way to do math, one way to do cursive, one way to do all these little English. But the one thing we were taught history. We were taught history in books that were 30, 40, 50 years out of date. This is what we learned about Columbus finding America and the first Thanksgiving. Wait.
Yeah, go ahead. You said history books. I had something to say about history books, but I'll let you finish.
Well, I'm gonna lob it back to you. I'm gonna give it to you in the post when you like it. Okay. So we were taught this, especially for me. I can only speak for myself. 1985 is when I went to school the first time in kindergarten. My mother used to teach me and my sisters before we went to school, so we always had like 2-3 legs up. I was already reading in kindergarten. I was already doing math in kindergarten. Of course, I was already knowing my shapes and colors and shit. But history, my mother didn't really get into that because I remember she used to tell me this based off of my grandfather, Walter Davis, relation to Angela Davis, a Chicago man. Never got a chance to meet my grandfather before he passed. But my mother said history only belongs to the people who write it. Yep. So I never understood that growing up until I got to 3rd, 4th, 5th grade. And then one year we're learning about Christopher Columbus. They stopped us in a workbook just to give us a new workbook where everything that we was just reading is all different now. Here's the ball in the post there, Vaughn. You can go ahead.
So the history books, do you know who was in charge of the printing of those history books that we were being given in school?
You talking about McGraw-Hill now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Go ahead. I'm just letting you know I'm here.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
If you know,
No. Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, y'all quit arguing. and just
the
go.
the father of Jeffrey Epstein's
No, just watch.
girlfriend
I was about to say,
ran
listen to
McGraw
the
Hill.
connection. Yes, listen to the
No,
connection.
okay, all right. Vaughn, start again. We all gonna be quiet. Go ahead.
Ghislaine Maxwell, her father, was in charge of printing our textbooks.
And who is Dylan Maxwell?
The girlfriend of Jeffrey Epstein.
How old is she?
Message.
How old is she?
Yeah.
Ghislaine, she's probably in her 50s or something right now. Late 40s, early 50s, mid 50s.
So this is the like, I want to say the last 25 years textbooks? Because we've been out of school for a minute now.
No, further than that.
You got to think about her father. Her
father. Oh,
it's the lineage.
Was
yes,
in
sir.
charge.
Because it's a hyphenated name.
Yeah.
McGraw Hill.
Yeah, it was her father. He ran that company. That was he financed that company.
So they published all the textbooks in America.
All the history we learned, we can go ahead and say it was a lie.
That's why we all know the same shit, no matter what city we lived in. It wasn't
Right.
like we learned about our specific cities and wars or anything. We all learned the same bullshit.
That's crazy.
Right. All the shit was a lie.
So it was for us to
tell
be
people this shit-
conditioned.
I say it facetiously, but I'll be serious as hell. The movies like Dune and Star Wars are more close to what really happened than what they gave us in our textbooks.
Now, notice this. It's funny you say that because I was just reading some books about where George Lucas got the ideas. They're all from ancient hieroglyphics.
Yeah, the whole storyline of the first three episode 1, 2, and 3. This is just from my observation. It's based on the lie of what the American Revolution was really about.
So do y'all think that? Never mind. I'm not gonna compare.
No, go ahead.
You better share it with the group.
Go ahead and say what you gotta say.
Just
Right.
like I heard that moon shit was fake, and that was all CGI.
The moon landing.
Yes, man.
Oh yeah, the moon landing. Yeah.
Because they saying, how are you bouncing like that? But there's supposed to be zero gravity.
Right.
That don't make sense. But the flag's sitting there and it's blowing in the wind like it's regular, but there's supposed to be no gravity. That makes no sense.
Well,
I'll tell you another thing that don't make no sense.
Well, what's the guy? What's the movie producer? He admitted to being the one who recorded, and then they did like a skit in the movie about that just to try to throw people off. But he kind of
I think I've seen that. He was like a whistleblower.
What's the Stanley Kubrick? Kubrick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before he died.
Mm-hmm. And then they got pictures of him with NASA scientists walking
You talking about
around
on a
with him.
test site with the
Yeah.
shits on and everything, and they looking like a movie scene.
Yeah. So yeah.
So you know what else don't make no sense? Somebody being 4-6 in the finals and saying they the GOAT. Now, back to this MK Ultra stuff. How far do you think that rabbit hole goes down?
The MK Ultra shit?
Yeah.
Damn near to the beginning of the time. If you talking
All
about
the
how
way-
you manipulating the minds of people.
It goes all the way back to, I mean, it goes further. I'd probably go further than that. I was going to say 1492, but shit, it probably
Columbus
goes back
sailed
further
old
than
ship.
that. I mean, when you learn if you really study Rome and learn about, the different factions that rebelled and left Rome never fell. They just split up and became different factions like France, Belgium, Germany.
Just like when the USSR broke up and became Yugoslavia, Croatia.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Damn, that's old school. The Union? That's old school.
Yeah, same, just like that. Yep.
Damn, that's old school.
You know why I know that? Street Fighter, baby. USSR.
Oh, you talking about my nigga Zangief?
Yeah.
Yes, that's the reason why.
USSR.
That's the reason why Ukraine and Russia are beefing now. When Russia gave all of them countries their independence,
That's still going on.
Yeah.
huh?
Because
Yeah.
I was working with some Ukrainians last year, and she was like, she
That shit
tried
ain't
to
gonna,
put
that
the
shit ain't gonna,
translator on.
ain't gonna stop. That shit
Yeah,
been
that shit ain't
going
gonna
on
stop.
for a long time. When Boris Yeltsin yielded power, and then they made that nigga disappear
Yep.
because it was
But
Yusuf Habib, and then
this is
Putin.
gonna sound crazy, but thankfully Vladimir Putin showed up. Because if he didn't show up, ain't no telling what Russia would be like right now. Because when they did that, when Vladimir Putin agreed, especially when he released, there was other countries that got released after he became president and gave an independence, but those were the countries closer to the border of Russia. So his only stipulation is if I give them their independence, they cannot join NATO. And guess what happened?
They joined NATO.
Ukraine joined NATO. NATO, and you know what that does, right? It allows the United States access to your country so they can spy on Russia. This is why they're beefing. But people won't tell you that, though. You know, they'll just tell you Putin bad, Ukraine good. We should back Ukraine.
Now notice this. What is that? Notice that saying, like when we was growing up, the devil's in the details.
Yeah.
They don't want to know the details because then you'll see exactly what's what.
What is and what's what. Yeah, it's just like with the whole situation going on with homeboy who was, I don't want to say his name because I ain't trying to get T-Price shit clapped, but homeboy who just got offed.
Christian Bale.
Yeah. Captain Tiberius.
Kirk.
Captain Tiberius.
Captain T. Kirk. Okay, yeah.
Well, I'll say his middle name, Captain Tiberius. Captain Tiberius getting shot. You know what I'm saying? It's just like with him, his whole situation. This is another MK Ultra experiment right in front of our eyes.
And I thought Ultras was good according to Killer Instinct, but
yeah.
And you know,
well, everything has a I don't like using the term good or bad, but you know, has two sides to it. Agreeable, I'll say agreeable and disagreeable. Let me ask you this question.
Let me ask you this question. How do you feel about Martin Luther King and the assassination there? Because we could talk about that because nobody's going to clap the channel for that.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah. Martin Luther King woke up and saw how he was being used.
Now,
and started telling the truth.
Was he being used or was he MK? Never mind.
He felt in the beginning, it looked like on surface some good faith shit, but then he kept seeing how the more they would show you the goodness, the worse your behavior became.
Man, my thing is, now that I'm old enough to know, like, no offense to anybody or any race or anything, but he was so worried about us being integrated with everybody else instead of us keeping in tune with who we are. Right. We figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not feeling that.
But hold on. Let me just tell you, he knew that. He knew that. Cause you know what he said about that shit? He said, I'm afraid that I led my people into a burning building.
That sound like a nigga driving with no license. Come on, bro, man. They behind us. Like, nigga, you knew you ain't had no license when we left.
He said he led his people into a burning building. Then his whole thing about, you know, integration changed from that to making sure poor people got taken care of. What's the war that was going on? The Vietnam War. This what's the word I'm looking for? Basically against the Vietnam War, and he was about to go fight for reparations.
And that's where good old fashioned Jesse the Hitman Jackson came in.
Got in the way. Yep.
No, I ain't really feeling him like that. It's the reason why they told us about him and not certain other people.
Right, but they only tell us up to the "I have a dream" part, and then him getting killed. They don't tell us the last part, the message he was putting out before he died. They want you to believe that he died because he wanted little black boys and little white girls.
Absolutely not.
And that's not why he died. That's not why they killed him.
Let me throw you another lob right quick.
That ain't got nothing to do with his secret lover.
Well, B.R. Rustin.
Allegedly.
Yeah, you talking about B.R. Rustin, the one who wrote "I Have a Dream" speech. B.R. Rustin was the one that helped him get assassinated. But you notice how when two public figures realized that the road they were going down was an okie doke, and they try to reverse course, they end up getting gunned down.
Right, and do you know that happened. You know where the bullet entered into his head?
Where?
The bottom of his chin, and it went up.
So it had to be from somebody sitting in the front row.
It had to be from somebody beneath him or at a lower angle. And guess who was downstairs at the time the shot went off?
Jesse Jackson.
Jesse Jackson.
Man, that boy can sing.
Oh, Jesse.
And then he did all those interviews with the blood of alleged Martin Luther King on him. Did not change his clothes.
I'm the new leader of the black race.
And even tried to get elected with that same commentary. The only thing Jesse Jackson did was got his dick wet. That's the only thing he did.
Yep.
So
let his own son get railroaded and put in prison because his son didn't fight back when people were insinuating that Jesse Jackson had something to do with Martin Luther King's murder. He said, "My father will have to answer those questions himself." And then right after that, that's when he got charged with the money laundering and put in prison.
Yeah, there's more to the story than history books or CNN want to tell you.
Right.
This is why I'm a proponent for doing research, doing hard research. If I want to know something, I go try to find it. I don't let somebody just tell me. It will make you a better person. No matter what. Chicken butt. Put it in a cup and drink it up.
I used that joke earlier on this chick. But not, yeah. I can talk about this shit all day, bro.
Yeah. But let's talk about my favorite subject, Lisa Bonet. That's fine. What do you think is happening with this Stephen A. Smith experiment? Because Jason Whitlock, like him or hate him, he exposed Stephen A. Smith. Thoroughly exposed him.
Can you remind me of what Jason Whitlock said so I can?
When he went over
skin in a big old can. Oh, my bad.
He went over Stephen A.'s book when he said that he hit 17 consecutive threes in a January snowy afternoon. And he got his scholarship because of that. But when Jason Whitlock was breaking down his book, the math wasn't mathing, and he asked Stephen A. Smith to respond to his claims, and the only thing he did was call him fat bastard for 15, 20 minutes? Stephen A. Smith is.
I mean, it's the same thing when he said I averaged 1.5 points, but you only scored 1 point your whole college career. So how does that add up?
And now this dude is saying if the people want him to run, he'll run. It's like, nobody asking you that.
No, we don't want you to run.
The only thing I want you to do is to make your hair stop running from your scalp or your forehead. You could do that for us.
What I want you to do is stop acting like you bigger than what you really are.
And then you waited for 20 minutes after you was getting that work for you to respond back to LeBron James after he punked you live on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Which, no matter what nobody says, the man actually did punk him. I'm sorry. I didn't like it. I'd have made LeBron swing on me. I'd have definitely made him swing on me.
I understand that, but I get it because Stephen A. is a company man. He's not going to, regardless of how we feel about Stephen A. and all that shit, he's not gonna fuck up his bag.
I hate it when you're right.
I'm just telling you what it is. Exactly. I don't like being right about that, but it is what it is. He's not gonna mess his bag up, bro. Because he was put on, he got his ass kicked out, he begged to come back, they brought him back, and now he's being a good boy.
Not a good boy.
Hey, I just want to chime in right quick. I'm gonna let y'all cook. I got stuff I gotta do behind the scenes. But anyway, I see Stephen A. like Jay Reed. I'm gonna tell you why I feel like why they don't like each other, because he's just like you, but you in the media, well, yeah, you put a lot of people on. You got some people paid.
Yep.
Look at other people that you sat there and got kicked out of the company, allegedly. So that's how I see him.
Yep, they're basically fighting over who's bigger than who. None of y'all are bigger than anything.
Pause.
Right. Both y'all really need to sit y'all ass down and learn how to shut the fuck up sometimes.
Well, can't get mad at that logic.
I've just been piecing it together, like in my brain. I was like, why he don't like Jay Reed? And I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, and I thought about it. I'm like, they both are powerful,
right?
And they both do the same thing, except one plays sports, the other one just does it in the media corporate setting. One gets paid more than everybody else than media, but who everybody hates in the media, Stephen A. Smith, behind the scenes. Come on, like, that's how I pieced it though. Yeah, I gave you a lob and I finished the dunk.
But no, I caught that as soon as you said it. Like, yeah, they both fight, they both headbutting each other over who's bigger than who in their certain professions. Yeah, LeBron is the athlete, and Stephen A. is paid to talk about the athletes.
And they both have been accused of doing some salacious things, and nobody's really calling them out for it.
Exactly.
Hey, I agree with you, Mike Miller.
They want their piece of the pie.
T.O. situation with T.O. I don't like Max for this simple fact, and this is why I don't like Marcus Riley either, because it's nothing personal. I remember, Max, you used to be a rapper. I remember that song, you was a rapper. Then I remember you and Max Kellerman, and I remember Marcus Riley was on ESPN Sports Radio Los Angeles, and you was dragging Kobe. Y'all two dragged Kobe Bryant's name down the mud like it wasn't nothing. This is way back when Kobe first got to the Lakers. Y'all used to, I remember it vividly.
When they used to do Sports Nation.
Yo, even then when it got on TV, it got him, and then even Max had to this is why I knew Max was capping, right? when that time when Hollins was like, I'm gonna skip by. I'm gonna, well, what? How Ronald Hollins said, I'm gonna have to pass by Mike. But Kobe couldn't time.
Oh, he couldn't feel LeBron's shoes. Yeah.
And I never forget how Max put his head down. I was like, even Max know. I was like, that really just at that time, mind you, this is all of me not liking this dude. That made me have some kind of respect for him, but I don't forget about all the stuff and the slander that you and Marcus Riley have been putting out there for all these years. Not just TV, but also on the sports radio concept in the early 2000s. But carry on.
Oh, remember when Max said that all LeBron had to do is win one championship in LA and it would be a success?
Yeah, and just like what he said that Jay Reed allegedly was on PEDs, and Stephen A., who looked like Jiminy Cricket from Disney's Lily
Paleo diet.
and just change the subject, like
Right.
the song Change Clothes and then go, girl, I promise you what it will be.
Yep. Stephen A. cut that off. We can't talk about that on here.
Mhm. Hey,
Why
though,
not,
Mike,
Stephen A?
T.O.
Y'all
did
talking
call
about
about
Barry
though.
Bonds,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and Barry Bonds never failed a drug test. So
No, he had it right there first.
Hey,
Just-
but Stephen A., it's just too many writings on the wall because we seen how he did Allen Iverson. Look how he did Kobe Bryant. Kobe came on the show when he was on that show when he still had that hairline way back there, back when they had Craig Franklin. They had Kobe out there giving confession stories on there. He had Allen Iverson on there. AI put him on, and he sat there and went behind and it's a cold world, man. That's why I don't understand how people take these people seriously and everything. It's a cold man. Like they done so much, they got so many skeletons in their closet to get to the position what they in, and you really think that they word is law? Man, y'all better wake up, man. Get you a brain.
Look, all of it is we're watching two insecure fake mama's boys. Because you know Stephen A. Smith hates his father. Because his father called him
Without a doubt.
stupid.
I
He
was
grew
waiting.
Mm-hmm.
I was waiting for us to come back full circle.
Yeah.
Hey, they both. Hey, that's why I say they both. It's just two
That's-
peas in the pot.
You know how we was talking about the father thing. That's all. I was just waiting.
Yeah.
That's why I'm just in the back chilling. Like I told
Yeah,
you, I'll be
I
in the
just
cut.
disagree with the part of him just stepping up to him like that for the simple fact is that okay, Jay Reed, you stepping up to somebody else who got yours, but at the same time, you ain't stepping on anybody else. Why it have to be somebody older? You ain't saying that to Chanel Sona who been sitting there and said y'all got the same drug dealer, PD. Pull up on him. I mean, to me, how I looked at it, he knew it was just an opportunity for him to check him, and he could have said it how many other times. But at the same time, this man kisses your behind despite of that, and still has you too, and despite and still putting up lies talking about the reason I got Jay Reed at number 2 because he could carry a team to the finals better than Kobe. What? We seen him. We seen it. We seen it for 3 straight years as a Laker. 8, 9, 10. We seen it. Look at everybody that was on that roster afterwards, after Kobe retired. Who stayed longer than anybody? Gasol. Everybody else was gone. Compared to Jay Reed teammates, man, they still have another chance to play anywhere. Man, cut this out, bro. Just cut it out. They two peas in the same pot. That's why I don't respect neither one of them.
The real Stephen A. Smith came out when that Ray Rice situation happened. When he allowed them to fire him and he crawled back because he wanted Massa's paycheck, and the way he let Michelle Beadle talk to him, that's when I lost respect for Stephen A. Smith.
Okay,
It's
I'm
not-
gonna throw you a allegedly possibility, and shout out to the old school women at the time when that situation came out. Right? They had me dead when they was thinking about it. Y'all remember that Ray Rice interview, right? he was apologizing and everything like that. You know, women, they like to joke around, right? That was like, man, that boy got kicked out the NFL for punching a man. I was like, what you just say? He's like, boy, just watch TV and see what I'm talking about. I'm like, why you keep saying that? Punching a man. Because we're getting back to TV, right? And get back to this talk. A lot of these people ain't who everybody think they are. Like, there's people in the industry that they prop them up as men that is not even men. They're actually a woman. Let me give you another nugget. Yeah, I'm taking 20. I'm gonna let y'all hold it down for a while. Salute to my brothers, man. Y'all know the 100 most. You remember back in the day they used to do the 100 most beautiful women in the world, and 100, and they do the GQ version of them and everything like that. Just think about it. It ain't all what it seems to be.
Yeah.
Hey, but as far as college football concerned, I'm gonna talk about college football right quick. It's still too early, but they do got some good games on this weekend. I know Oregon, I know they play in Happy Valley. Georgia and Alabama, they play this weekend.
Oh, they do play this weekend. Yeah.
Florida State play Virginia. That's at 4:00 all this time. It's West Coast. This is Friday night. Then it's TCU and Arizona State. That's in the Big 12. And then Saturday, you got Georgia Tech at Wake Forest. That's 9:00 in the morning. USC and Illinois. And Illinois got their behind, man. And Indiana beat the living breaks. Man, that was a beatdown, bro. When it's a blowout like that, Vaughn, I can't watch that stuff.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you, especially when one team is blowing out another ranked team like that. But
blowing the hinges off. But I had to watch
with Indiana though. They got to keep it going. Like,
yes, they have to.
Like, keep it going. I want to see Indiana because I'm from Louisville. And Indiana's basically our next door neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, the reason I know your brother because he went to a school that I like rooting for, which is from Southern Indiana. One of my favorite Southern Indiana schools.
That's crazy.
That's why I know about your brother, bro. He went to Valparaiso. I fucking love Valparaiso.
Yeah, my brother gave the Oakland Grizzly coach. Man, they used to call my brother the Oakland Grizzly Killer. He did like a T-Mac kind of thing in college. I'm gonna let him tell the story if he ever come on here. But that's like I tell people, man. Hey, there's so many people that play ball, man. They played on that level just because they decided not to go to the pros. They still played at that level.
Right. Oh,
then you got Notre Dame and Arkansas play. That's Ron Tom's squad, Notre Dame. They play at 9:00 in the morning. Then you got Utah. Man, Vanderbilt is undefeated. That's crazy.
Vanderbilt been trying to come up for the last few years, though.
Yeah, they've been having some good squads.
They've been trying to come up. Them being trying to use that SEC, but it's just so hard to get into Vanderbilt.
Yes, you got to be.
That's one of the schools that's never changed their academic criteria,
right?
But just to get athletes, yeah.
So you got Ohio State. They play Washington. They playing in Washington. You got my team play Ole Miss, LSU, against Ole Miss. That's gonna be a good one. They play at 12:30. Then you got Auburn and Texas A&M. That's at 12:30. Indiana play Iowa. Then you got Tennessee 15. They have Mississippi State. Arizona is at Iowa State. Oregon, Penn State, Alabama, Georgia. That come on 4:30 out here. ESPNU, Massachusetts, Missouri, and BYU play Colorado in the Big 12. That's the games for Saturday. What was your favorite game of the college football weekend?
I would have to say that Oklahoma and Auburn game. That was a good ass game.
Yeah, I was watching. Yeah, I think that was my favorite game too. Because there was times that I thought that Auburn was going to win that game, but the Oklahoma with them sacks and them two twin
Yeah,
brothers,
overkill.
man.
Uh-huh. I
Hey,
hope it would
hey,
eventually pull it off, but yeah, Oklahoma.
speaking of Archie Manning, we about to see how good they're going to be when they play against each other in the Red River Shootout.
Yeah, because this seemed like that game you could never call it, regardless who you think the better team is.
Right.
You can never really call who's going to win, because that's why I always say, I think I say it to you all the time, rivalry games scare me more than anything.
Yes.
Playing against like your rival can be 0-11,
We
but
get their
that's the
only
team
win
that
against you.
and get their only win against you because they know you better than everybody else does.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Then next weekend you got Miami and Florida State.
Yeah,
That's gonna be a good one.
yeah, that's like some old school shit. Because I remember back in the days, because I was a big Miami Hurricane, especially when
I used to
Michael
like
Irvin and
Florida
all them
State.
was
See, I
there.
was opposite. Yeah, I was opposite. I used to like I used to root for Miami, but I always liked the Florida State because what made me fall with Florida State more when they had Charlie Ward.
Yeah, Charlie Ward was cold. But yeah, I remember Miami where they had the Irvin,
They had everybody.
pretty much.
Couldn't
Pretty
Portis,
much.
look all the running backs that they had at one time.
The running backs,
Frank
defensive
Gore, when they had
linemen.
Frank Gore and all of them, man, at the same time, man, that was crazy.
I'm just talking about even before Frank Gore. Shit.
Yeah, even for him, right.
And do they still? I mean, I don't even see them do the number 47.
My boy
anymore.
Edrin James. Edrin James was a beast too when he was there.
You know, because you know, like how in certain schools, like if you wear a certain number, that mean that signifies like a status on the team. Like
Right.
with the Miami Hurricanes, it was number 47 at wide receiver. If you was a wide receiver, you wore 47. That means you were like that.
You do. Yeah. And I felt like that Arizona State game was a really good one too. That Arizona State game, they should have that Arizona State game, that was a good one too. They should have. Let me see. Did they win that game? I think, or did they won? I think they won that game.
Who they play?
Hold on, I gotta remember. I remember Texas Tech and Utah. I watched that game. That Michigan game was a good game too. The
Yeah,
Michigan
that
and
was a good
Nebraska.
game. Hey, watch out for Texas Tech.
Yeah, shoot. Hey, you see what they did? The quarterback got knocked out, and then the second stringer just come in there and but this is the thing, you got to stay ready. He played all the reps during spring practice, so he know the play, know the playbook. He would just, man, I like Texas Tech, man.
Yeah, watch out for
I like
Texas
they
Tech.
squad.
That's a team to watch out for right there. Like, I didn't really pay attention, but the recruiting class and then the recruiting class they got coming next year
Oh yeah,
is crazy.
I'm telling you, when they start doing this, especially in the football, I can't imagine how the football is like for the money and everything like that. These players is getting, I know it's crazy work going on.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up with the money thing. My homeboy was asking me like about Alabama and what's wrong with them. Like, because of NIL. You know,
Mhm.
NIL, there ain't gonna be no more.
You're getting all the best players all the darn time
Yeah,
every
like
year.
one team winning 4 or 5 championships in 6 years. You're not gonna see shit like that no more because NIL and the opportunity to play is because you can make money and you can get the opportunity to play is gonna be more worth than just going to Alabama because it's Alabama.
Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all. He brother, I thought you was a. Hey, I root for Michigan too, but I like LSU. Michigan. I grew up root for Michigan growing up too. I used to watch. I used to root for the Fab Five. You know, so I still root for Michigan. I am one of the type of people that have like more than one team. in college, it's known, but I'm LSU over everything, even though I am from Georgia. When LSU play Georgia, it's out the window.
Hey, T.
For
Price,
me
before you
personally.
bounce, I was trying to ask you on Gigi's thing before you left from over there. What you think of that
Mhm.
article I sent you?
I ain't check it out, bro. That was just I
Oh,
remember you was speaking something about it. I'm gonna check it out though.
the one I sent you in the text
Yeah,
it's
yeah, I'm gonna get into that.
it's history
Yeah,
I've always been telling you about. Now you can read it for yourself.
yeah, because as a matter of fact, yeah, 'cause that's what I'm gonna do. Cause normally like what Wednesdays, normally my Fridays. Never with Wednesdays, that's when I catch up on everything, catch up on stuff that I've been missing out on YouTube and catching up on stuff like some of the homies will send me something like, hey, check this out, and that's how I just catch up on everything like that. Get some ideas.
Yeah.
Hey though, but salute to y'all, man. Y'all keep on holding it down though, man. If anybody get cut out, man, just message me and I'll put y'all back in, man. But I plan on shutting this down about 6 o'clock. If y'all want to cook to 6 my time. So if you're in the Central Time for people that are slow, with no disrespect. If you're in the Eastern Time, that means it's
9
gonna be
o'clock,
9.
brother. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
If you're in the Eastern, if you're in the Central, it's
8:30,
whatever.
7:30
Thank
Mountain, 6:30
Yeah.
West Coast time. If you know,
Yeah,
you
thank
know.
you. Yeah, thank you. All right. So I'm gonna give y'all to finish the live and finish this though, man. Y'all got this, man. Salute to my brothers once again, man.
Appreciate you, T. Price.
Yeah, I didn't watch a lot of college. I wanted to see the greatest coach in NCAA history, Deion Sanders, win a game. He's very underrated as a coach. He's even underrated as a player. And if you don't notice, and I'm being sarcastic. However, I did watch the Arch Manning game. Even though they blew the team out, I was not impressed with any of the throws that I saw by him. I agree with Vaughn. He needs to, before he comes to the league, he needs to polish that game just a little bit more.
Yeah, like because if he can't show out against the best teams, he don't need to leave school yet. So once they start that SEC schedule and they start playing them SEC schools,
we're gonna see what type of player he is.
We're gonna see what is what. Yep, exactly. We're gonna see what's what. Because if you can't go off, especially the way you struggled against Ohio State, if you can't go off against them, you need to stay in school and continue your development.
Yep.
I've never heard of a quarterback just going to school, starting 1 year and then being prepared for the NFL. I've never seen it.
I've seen it. It just didn't work out very well in the pros.
Yeah, I've seen them try it. That's what I'm saying. I've seen them try it, but it never works out. You having one year starting in college and your team does well, but they overhype you as this, this new talent that's undeniable. And that's not what I see in Arch yet. Not yet. Now I do see the potential of what he can be if he continues to develop. That's what I was trying to say earlier when we were talking about him. I see the potential because he's built like his uncle. He's built like Peyton.
He's playing like Archie.
He got Eli Fate. Now, actually, he's more athletic. He's more athletic like his dad. That's why I'm trying to remember his dad's name. If you ever seen like the highlights with his dad before he got sick, because he's like probably the best athlete in their whole family. But his dad got sick right before he was going to college, so he had to stop playing football. His athleticism is more like his father. His father, he probably could have played basketball, everything. As far as that has his athleticism, I know when you see him on TV, he tries to be funny and comical, but that's just what got him on TV.
Cooper
Manning, that's his name. Cooper. Yeah, Cooper. That motherfucker was an athlete. Or prior to him getting sick. Yeah, he's an athlete. Like what we seen what Eli used to do at Mississippi when he was at Ole Miss. Cooper was like that times 5. As far as an athlete, from what I remember seeing him when he was in high school. Like that motherfucker could run, he could jump. He played wide receiver, matter of fact. He was fast, he could jump high. It seemed like he never missed the catch. Yeah, Cooper was cold, then he got sick out of nowhere. I forgot what illness he caught, but he got sick and he had to stop playing.
Yeah. I wish him the best. I wish anybody the best. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't like the dude personally, or like his antics, I wish Shedeur the best. But I don't identify with saying you got all this confidence that you shit on people that you say pay me. I never agreed with that. Just because what your father did is what your father did, that don't mean you do it.
So you saying this borderline arrogant?
Borderline arrogant?
Or you saying it's all the way arrogant? Like the whole animation with the watch and all that, like that's cool.
What? Seriously, what did he do? And I don't give a shit about Jackson State. Don't give 2 shits about that. What did he do in Division I football for you to be that arrogant? Seriously.
Apparently not enough to be starting for the Browns, even though they stupid.
Look, he's getting punished because of his attitude. Even if you want to compare but what
is his attitude though, Martavian? I don't understand what you're saying.
Going to the damn draft telling people don't draft you if you're not willing to change your culture and all this other shit. What is that? I never really understood that. I was behind him.
But let me
I was
ask you
behind
this,
him until he
was
started
that
saying shit like
actually
that.
quoted as him saying that, or was that some media person?
It came out of his own mouth.
Insinuating that.
It came out his own mouth during his interview.
Which teams were they speaking on? Because there's a lot of teams that need to change their damn culture. I'm a fan of one of them.
What is that?
The Chicago Bears.
Oh well, the Chicago Bears need to change their culture.
Shit, the Browns. You could have kept it on the team he on.
Since we won the Super Bowl.
Damn, 1985?
Bruh, the Chicago Bears has not had consistent winning since they won that Super Bowl.
Well, you got a point.
And there's a lot of other teams the same way, like the Jaguars, the Raiders. There's a whole lot of teams that are like that. So if Eli Manning can tell the San Diego Chargers that same thing and nobody's up in arms over it, why is it a problem with Shedeur saying it?
But did Eli Manning say that? Because I don't remember him saying that.
Yes, he did.
What did he say?
If the San Diego Chargers draft me, I'm not going to play.
Are you seriously telling me that if you're not trying to change your culture, don't draft me, and if the San Diego Chargers draft me, I'm not going to play? It's the same thing.
That's what Eli Manning told them. Matter of fact, you can go look up the draft when they drafted him.
I was watching in 2004. I watched the whole damn thing.
Yeah, and
I
remember that. How his face, how him and his family looked when they drafted him, and he had to put that Chargers jersey on and all that shit. They looked pissed.
He had to hold it up, and then when they interviewed him going into the commercial break, that's when Archie stepped up and was like, "Hey, we're not going to go into detail. We're just going to sit back and we're going to make some decisions, but we're not going to San Diego."
Right. So to me, that's kind of like a double standard when you say that.
So you saying what's the difference of Deion Cachet and he like, yeah, and the Manning's Cachet? What's the difference?
You want me to be honest with you?
The complexion for the connection.
Thank you. They're not going to let no nigga do that without reparation or not reparation. Was that reprisal?
Right, because Eli didn't do nothing in college. I mean, he won some games in college, but he didn't win no championship. He didn't win no Heisman. He didn't win no postseason awards.
At Ole Miss, absolutely not. I agree with everything you're saying, but let's not sit up here and act like it's fair across the board. It ain't a fair across the board. Deion should know that.
Yeah, I do. Oh, my bad.
Deion talking shit like, he's still in the league. You ain't, bro. Nobody's looking for you as a head coach.
And he putting his son under the gun.
And you
Deion
sitting up
said
at
he didn't want to be an NFL head coach too. So.
Right, that's what he said.
Right,
and I guess he didn't want the Florida State job either, too, right?
I mean, I don't know if Florida State really wanted him. Did they really go after him like that?
They didn't even interview him. So then that's why he said, "Oh, I graduated from a historically black college. I didn't graduate from Florida State." Then he started shitting on Florida State. It's like, dude, first of all, I don't take Deion Sanders serious. I just don't. I never have, never will. He said in an interview that he dominated the NFL. I remember those Atlanta teams getting their asses destroyed while he was on it. So you only dominated when he went to the 49ers and when you went to Dallas. And after 1996, you wasn't dominating shit.
So you saying that was a 3-year span, basically?
That's all Deion Sanders' career was. If he didn't go to San Fran and win with Steve Young, and then the next year win with fucking Dallas, he invented the super team on fucking NFL in the 90s. Usually, the team that had Deion Sanders that was making the championship run, he was going to the Super Bowl. But after 1996 or 1995, his last Super Bowl run, he was with Dallas for some years. Then he got cut. Then he went to Washington.
I was talking about 93, 94, 95. And that was the 3 year, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he only went to 2 Super Bowls. He didn't go to 3 Super Bowls.
I know, I'm just saying. Well, I gave him 1 more year. So would you say 2 or 3?
I completely disagree with everything you're saying right now, Martavian. Because even
That's
though
fine.
Those Atlanta teams weren't Super Bowl or winning playoff games, that nigga Deion Sanders had a half of the side of the field shut down.
So what you saying, Vaughn, is even though he ain't had a team success, he was still him.
He was still him.
What happened in 96, 7, 8, 9, and 2000?
What happened?
Taking over from the 99 and 2000.
Was he holding down half of a field?
Uh-oh. Where you go, Vaughn?
I'm still here. I mean,
oh.
Do I need to repeat the question again?
No, you ain't got to repeat the question. Why would you move the goalpost instead of answering my question or responding to what I said?
Then what was your question? I apologize.
Even though his team wasn't good, he was still shutting down half the field in Atlanta.
I disagree because he never really tackled.
They weren't throwing to his side. That's what I mean by that. I ain't about tackling, sir.
Okay.
But he
they
wasn't
weren't throwing
dominant.
to his side of the field when he was in Atlanta.
So you mean to tell me those Atlanta teams, and you know what? I'm probably torn on that Atlanta team because Jerry Glanville was a fucking idiot. But that's another. This is the same motherfucker that didn't give Brett Favre playing time, but stuck to that shitty ass quarterback that he had down there.
Well, Brett Favre couldn't stop drinking alcohol when he was in Atlanta, so that's another.
And he was on pills too, but still.
So he wouldn't leave the liquor alone while he was there. So that had something to really do with it.
Jerry Glanville had a lot to do with it. A lot. Oh my God, I don't even know why the hell he even kept being the coach. Wasn't he the Houston Oilers coach, and they thought he was going to bring the same type of culture that was with the Houston Oilers over there to the Atlanta Falcons? But how many times he reached the playoffs as a Falcons coach? Yes, I want to say once.
I can't remember the number off top, but I can remember that Houston team. being in the play, like winning a lot of games, they just never got to the Super Bowl.
They got to the AFC Championship game and
had a 30-point lead.
No. Not that team. This is Earl Campbell's rookie year.
Hold on, I'm about to hold on. I got you.
They went to the AFC Championship game in Earl Campbell's rookie year.
Earl Campbell. Oh, when Earl Campbell was there. Okay.
Yeah, and then they lost to the eventual champion Steelers, but then they didn't go. I don't think that damn 30
went to
lead. I think that was the divisional round.
He got 6 postseason years: 91 with Atlanta, 94 with the Niners, 95 with Dallas, 96, 98, and 99 with Dallas.
So after 94 and 95, when he went back to back with San Francisco and Dallas, Deion wasn't dominating anything. I'll give you Atlanta years. I'll give that to you. I will. Deion wasn't dominating. He was just a good fucking punt return.
98, 99, he wasn't shit. He only played a game. He only played, he wasn't shit.
He would just jump routes and try to get pick sixes and then get some punt returns or kickoff returns. He wasn't holding shit down. He got his rings. Now he was just doing must be the money. He was a mercenary.
Atlanta. Must be the money. Deion was Atlanta.
Well, I didn't follow his career as vivid as you did.
That definitely was Atlanta. That definitely was 90. Yeah. I thought that was 92.
I don't get why you're saying.
Was that 91 or 92?
That was like when that was not probably 92 because that was like the height of MC Hammer.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said 91 or 92. I want to look it up. I want to look it up because I gotta know. I gotta know. It say 94.
What's that? Must be the money.
Hold on. Yes, it's a no. That's the video. But let me dig deeper just to make sure. No, it was released the day after Christmas in 1994. Damn.
You're welcome.
I thought, and he was with the Niners then.
You're welcome.
Oh, that's when he was feeling himself. Yeah, that's when he was
for that song though.
MC Hammer.
Shit,
okay. No. Prior to him going
he said it was responsible. He said
because they could have recorded the song way before that. I record music, sir, and we hold music for years before we put it out. So
damn,
let's go ahead and go back. No. Let me finish what I got to say.
Okay, all right.
Before he went to San Francisco, who was coming to Atlanta Falcons games to support Deion Sanders?
MC Hammer
sitting on the sideline.
But I thought MC Hammer was an Oakland Raider.
Hammer don't hurt him. It was the money that was kicking it.
MC Hammer.
They
could have recorded that song then and just decided to release it in '94.
So your argument to the fact that I was right is, he could have held on that for 10, 15 years.
I record music. I have music.
That's nice.
That I've been holding for years, bro.
But guess what, Vaughn? Guess what? I fucks with you. I don't fucks with Deion.
I know. That's
wait. Sanders. He fuck with Deion Kincaid.
The pushback I'm giving you, because I can feel the energy that you don't fuck with Deion.
And y'all gotta put some names on that, man. When they watching the pod, they gonna be like, damn, they gotta do it on the panel. They don't even fuck with it. No,
Mr. Sanders, if you're nasty, okay?
I'm talking about.
Yeah, man. This man went from so many avatars. I don't fuck with that. I don't give a damn if you went from team to team to team to team. Don't sit up here and tell me.
So you saying he lived 10 years off of that 2-year hotness, basically.
He lived the rest of his fucking career off of 94 and 95. That's just like Doc Rivers living off of that fucking 2008 championship.
No, you made a great point earlier that even though, Lamar is a starting quarterback, Football is the next man up, so you never know what might happen. And despite that you play for Baltimore, that was a great point when you
They were
said
going to
Dad played for
develop him a hell of
Baltimore.
a lot. Right, they were going to develop him a hell of a lot better than the Browns. I give my money to the Baltimore developing him.
Even
Y'all dad
though,
played
even
there.
though you might not start, it's a better organization for sure, for sure. And they might fuck around and let him run a wildcat or some bullshit.
Any way you slice it, I would take Baltimore over Cleveland any day, twice on Sunday. You need
And I
to
live in Cleveland, Vaughn.
you need to be coached up.
It
Every
just
player
is
needs
what
to
it
be coached
is,
up.
bruh.
Ever since Pee Wee football all the way up until your college years, the only person that you played for and coach you is your father. I can see if your dad's a quarterback, but he's a goddamn corner. What the fuck is he really going to teach you about quarterbacking?
Oh, so you
You know
saying
what?
he's a
Hold on.
positional
So
player and
once
not a
again,
quarterback?
let me go ahead and say what the fuck I got to say.
Uh-oh.
Shador Sanders played his high school football in the state of fucking Texas. His
And
father
here
was
comes the
his
Texas
hold
Lions.
on, I ain't done. His
Oh, he
father
got
was
the
his
grease
high school
on.
his offensive
Uh-oh.
coordinator.
He
And
got the
they
grease
won
on.
they won 4 straight state championships. Shador was
Ooh.
responsible for number 3 and 4 as the starting quarterback. That's what his father can teach him.
Okay, and what does that have to do with his NFL career or his college career?
Moving the goalposts again. God,
No,
damn.
because
You
college
just
is
said what did his father
different.
teach
College
him
is
about
different
playing
from high school.
quarterback when his father was a cornerback. Well, his father was his high school offensive coordinator when he was playing quarterback in high school and was responsible for winning the 3rd and 4th straight state championship for his high school team.
Oh, he was?
Okay,
Yes.
so I'll give you that. Then immediately after Shador's out on Colorado, why did they got a quarterback controversy when one of the backups played in the system last year?
I didn't hear the last thing you said.
Why are they having a quarterback controversy since all of a sudden Deion Sanders is his quarterback guru?
When is this?
This season with Colorado, because aren't they 4-0? Oh shit, that's right, they're 2-2. What is he teaching these quarterbacks?
Maybe they're not good enough. Just kind of like Archie Manning right now.
Okay. Well, I'm with you with Arch Manning. I'm right there in lockstep with you.
For anybody. Oh my goodness. So you're picking and choosing which athletes it can go for.
No,
Your
I'm not.
hatred for Deion is making you pick.
I don't have hatred for him. The word hate never came out.
That's what
the word hate never came out my mouth. I just don't fuck with him. Just because I don't fuck with him,
you're picking and choosing whose development process you agree with and don't agree with.
So I suppose to agree with because you're from Texas and he played in Texas. So I suppose to hold your hand with that, or am I supposed to have my own opinion?
My response was what you fucking said about what his dad can teach him. His dad was his offensive coordinator in high school, where he was the starting quarterback on a championship team for the 3rd and 4th championship that they won in a row.
Okay.
So what do you mean his dad can't teach him nothing about playing quarterback? He was the offensive coordinator for a high school team that won 4 straight championships.
And like I said, high school, college,
starting quarterback for the 3rd and 4th.
High school, college, and the pros are 2 different things. You just said Arch Manning needs to. You just said Arch Manning needs to stay another year because he will get exposed in the pros. Right. We both agreed to that. But you're trying to make it seem like Deion Sanders is this guru that had success in high school.
Guru? You used the word guru.
You used the word hate. I never used the word guru hate.
You said you don't like Deion Sanders, so
I said I don't fuck with Deion Sanders. I didn't say I didn't say I hate the man.
That sounds like
no hate. Hate means hate. Hate is strong. I hate death. I don't wish death on anybody, but I don't hate Deion. I don't know the motherfucker. No. But I can dislike him, nigga. Yes, I can. I can dislike arrogance I can dislike, the type of characteristics that he exudes.
So you saying
mean
he's
I
too
hate him.
flamboyant for
So
you?
so you don't like a confident, but we were just sitting here earlier talking about masculinity and all that shit. So a
There's a
confident
thin
man is
line
now a
between.
But it's a fine line
There's a
between
thin line between masculinity and being a cocky motherfucker.
and flamboyant, and he right. Not saying I agree with him, but I
let
agree
me
with
bring
that.
up another name then. So let me bring up a name not that has nothing to do with football. Floyd
Okay.
Mayweather.
What about Floyd Mayweather?
You like Floyd?
I respect his career.
He has he pretty much has the same kind of arrogance and confidence.
But there's a difference with somebody who's never been knocked out and has zero behind his win and loss record than a motherfucker that I've seen go from team to team to team to team and suffer L's.
Martavian, you know I love you, bro. That's not fair. That's not fair because that's a one-on-one sport. That ain't fair. That ain't fair, man. That's a one-on-one sport. That ain't fair, man.
How is that not fair? I'm just answering the question that he's giving to me. What am I supposed to say? Oh well, no comment. There's just in our box. So there's
that's goalpost moving, bro. Just to try to sound right. I don't care if I sound right or not. I want to make sense out of what I'm saying.
I don't think he's talking about the record. He's talking about the attitude. So you saying Floyd has the right to have that attitude because he ain't never lost. Because he ain't never lost. So he can say what the fuck he wants. Exactly. We saying the same thing, Vaughn. Right. So he can say what the fuck he want to say because nigga, I ain't lost.
Now, if I watched him get his ass beat over and over and over again, or he suffered some real bad losses, and then look, Floyd Mayweather can say I dominate. He can say that. Deion Sanders can't say that shit. I'm sorry, you just can't.
Damn.
He can say I was the best when I was out there. I wouldn't even be mad. Not at all. I'll be like, you know what, motherfucker's right. But he can't say he dominated.
So would you?
So if you went, so you're telling me if you went and polled, say 100 players who played in the NFL, and you asked them who the best cornerback they ever seen, you telling me more than 50% of them niggas ain't gonna say Deion Sanders?
That's not what I said, bro.
So, but
if I ask 100 motherfuckers, they ain't gonna say he dominated. They gonna say he's the best cornerback.
I'm hearing this, bro. Like I know it was a point where I didn't appreciate Deion Sanders for his arrogance, but I had to learn to respect it, kind of like Floyd, because he kept showing and proving that nigga, you throw the ball at me, I'm gonna pick this shit off.
Oh, so every time you threw at him,
I'm taking this shit away.
So you know who I would say dominated more than Deion Sanders? Rob Wilson.
I knew you was gonna say that. I knew you was gonna say Rob Wilson, bro.
Yeah.
Troy Polamalu.
Cherry picking guys on good teams.
Oh, now who's moving the goalposts? Now who's moving? So you mean to tell me
Rod Woodson? I can guarantee you, Rod Woodson wouldn't say he's better than Deion Sanders.
Guess what? Rod Woodson not only played for the Steelers, but he played for the goddamn Ravens that won a championship. What were the Ravens before Rod Woodson got there? And what were the Ravens after Rod Woodson got there? Remember, Pittsburgh gave up on Rod.
I'm about to say he came from Pittsburgh, right?
Ray Lewis. Rod Woodson wasn't the only player they had.
Okay.
They also
so
had
San
Ray
Francisco
Lewis.
went out there and got Deion
Saragusa.
Sanders, and that was the only good player on defense they had, right?
Say it again.
So San Francisco went out there and got Deion Sanders, and he was the only good player on defense they had, right? And went to the Super Bowl.
They needed him to beat the Dallas Cowboys. I know that much.
Now, who's moving the goalposts this time?
No, well, I know that without Deion Sanders, those 49ers teams couldn't beat the Cowboys.
So would y'all say he shut down Michael Irvin or contained him?
He contained him. He didn't shut Michael Irvin down. I remember watching that game. He didn't shut Michael Irvin down.
So he didn't dominate?
Say it again.
So
he did
so
enough.
You saying he did enough?
To help
He did
49ers
enough.
finally beat that Michael Irvin Dallas Cowboys team.
But my
That was
argument
the
is he did
three-peat
not.
team, right? They was going for a four-peat, right?
They should
They
have
were going for a
four-peated, yeah.
four-peat. They should have
They should've
five-peated,
four-peated.
actually. They should have
would've
five-peated.
four-peated if they never fired Jimmy Johnson, but that's another story.
Right.
Because they lost to the Arizona Cardinals in fucking '98 with Jake Plummer.
Jake Plummer.
They should have never lost to the fucking Arizona Cardinals. Fuck the Cardinals. Leaving my damn city like that. And you want to know something? That's probably why I got a little mad at Dallas, because I was rooting for them that game and they let me down.
With
Deion Sanders on that team, and he let Jake Plummer come in and take his goddamn cookie. Dominated.
Not the shit thing.
Dominated.
He said dominant. You said he gassing it up with the dominate?
Motherfucker had a 3-year goddamn window of winning, and then the rest of it was trash ass football. And you want me to believe he dominated? Okay.
All right, hold on. I'm about to ask you something. You trying to act like Deion was Richard Sherman?
No, Deion is definitely better than Richard fucking Sherman.
Richard Sherman ain't shit compared to Deion.
No,
I'm saying like how he had a couple
should never be spoken in the same. Because look, I'm gonna be fair. I'm always gonna try to be fair as much as I possibly can under the circumstances. But Richard Sherman wish he can have a half of what Deion Sanders' talent is. As somebody who benefited from linebacker pressure, defensive end pressure, and got interceptions, that's all Richard Sherman's career was. Period. Point blank. Deion went out there and took the matchup of the best receiver, and more cases than not, locked the receiver down. Now he has.
That's why I'm trying to figure out where do we stand, because now I feel like you swinging where Vaughn was at. Pause.
No, but I love him, but that word domination, nah. No, I can't give that to Deion. I would say he
one
was the
side
best.
of the field sound like domination.
One side, when you're not throwing to his side of the field, I don't understand.
Hey, didn't I just say that too? Right.
When
So
they're
I'm
not
just
throwing
asking.
to your side of the field, they say, nope, I'm not throwing over there. I'm going to throw over here.
So you give them half the field and your team still get beat? Oh, okay. And we're not just talking about Atlanta. We're talking about in Dallas.
I mean,
you want to sit up here and continue to talk about the Cleveland years and shit? No, we're talking about the other years after that.
Oh, Baltimore.
Domination. No, I'm not. By the time he was in Washington and Baltimore, it was OVA.
No, you said Cleveland years, Baltimore.
Well, I'm making the correlation to LeBron.
I know what you said, but we didn't get that. Armodale, Baltimore. That was before the, but yeah.
Right.
Baltimore, Armodale.
Because he was there.
Because the Browns and the Indians
he was there in
used to,
'97.
right? The Indians and the Browns used to play in the same stadium. And then that's when they opened up Gund Arena and left it just for the Browns and changed it to Memorial, or not Memorial, but whatever they call it now.
I thought Gund Arena was where the Cavs played.
It was Gund Arena. Nah, it's Quicken. It was Gund Arena. Then it was Quicken Loans. Now it's Rock and Mortgage. But it's still owned by Gordon Gunn, I think.
I mean, that's pretty much the same company, Quicken Loans.
Because Gordon Gunn, and them, he was locked in Cleveland and in Detroit. Yeah.
I feel the same way that you feel about Deion Sanders, about King Kong, and we already went through that shit. So all your emotions that you have for Deion, because he's probably the greatest.
About King Kong.
Yeah, fucking fine. I know what I'm talking about.
Right.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. He quiet now, but you know.
I ain't quiet. I'm gonna let you have it because your argument is like everything that happened after the success. when you get older.
But his success only lasted 2 years. The fuck?
It only lasted 2. So he wasn't Pro Bowls and All Pros before winning Super Bowls.
Okay, so Junior Seau was a goddamn Pro Bowler, but was he winning? He only went to 1 Super Bowl with the Chargers, and that was a fluke. And they got their ass
They never
destroyed.
been to the Super Bowl. Oh yeah, they did go.
94.
They got their ass beat. That's why I can't remember them going to the Super Bowl because they.
So that
they
makes
looked at them,
does that make my argument less appealing because you forgot that they were done 50.
No, but when you're still making Pro Bowls and All Pros because you're the best at your position, what are we talking about?
So
with football, I'm sorry.
So
you have
Dan Marino dominated the quarterback in as a quarterback, right? He dominated Dan Marino, right?
He was a great quarterback.
No, he dominated because he was making Pro Bowls and he was throwing for all these yards. And he was making the playoffs. He went to 1 Super Bowl with the same team. He was dominating. See how that shit don't make no sense? He didn't get a chance to be like, oh, I want to go play for, I don't know, Cleveland. Or I want to go play for, who at the time? Can't play for Denver. You got John Elway there. Can't play for the Jets because, well, maybe you can't play for the Jets.
So answer this for me then, Martavius. Why did the 49ers go get Deion Sanders?
But we already agreed they needed somebody to contain the triplets over there in Dallas. I know that. I agree with you, but I'm just saying dominating is saying a lot. And Deion did not dominate.
So when you cut off one side of the field, that's not dominating.
But when you still lose, when you cut off one side of the field, does that mean what?
On the phone, calling the phone. But okay, so you can dominate your side, but the other side of the field. But if the other side of the field ain't doing their job, I mean that's the shit that happens.
So he's a glorified role player, is what you telling me?
Where did I say that?
Well, you know, semantics. Now I'm just fucking with you. I'm just fucking with you with that.
I know you fucking with me, and I know how to give it right back.
Here we go.
I give it right the fuck back, nigga. I know how to give that shit right the fuck back, nigga.
No, it's more happiness in giving than receiving, so I'll give it back to you. You the type of nigga that me and you are playing. Wait, Vine, you the type of nigga that me and you playing 1-on-1, and right at point game, you like win by 2, and we be out there all fucking night.
No, I wouldn't do that. That's the
always win by 2 though.
Set up for me. You got to set the rules at the beginning of the game for me, and whatever the rules are at the beginning, that's what it is.
Well, can you tell my son that because he likes to make up the rules to Uno as we go along and shit? Looking ass.
No, they got new Uno cards where you can write the rules.
No. Hey, Mark.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'll tell you what, Frodo.
They wrote draw 20. I said, no, I'm not playing this with y'all.
Hey, Mark Davis, I can tell you what, because this has happened a lot to me in the past, bro. I mean, me and my homeboys arguing sports and shit. Niggas think we don't like each other. We about ready to fight. Nah, nigga, shit.
That's just how it goes sometimes.
About talking sports sometimes. They can get passionate, nigga.
No, it depends on how to talk, though, because you always got that one. No, ass nigga like, no, calm down, bro.
Yeah, that's what we cross.
Look, we be like, bro, we don't know none of these niggas, bro. We just talking about because we passionate about the sport, bro. Calm down. Right, calm down, bro.
Not that serious.
What these niggas eat don't make me shit, bro. Like, calm down, bro. God damn.
Right.
And that only come when we talking about one player.
This ain't Bond's first argument.
Bond, me and one of my homeboys, I had to, we talk about LeBron and Jordan. He get to talk about, because, damn, I'm trying to think. Y'all probably ain't hip to him, but he hooped for Akron. His name is Jawad Williams. That's his cousin or whatever. So, he like, yeah, he helped Jawad. Woody. I say, man, that ain't got nothing to do with basketball.
Right. It's like when people bring up the school and shit. He opened the school.
Were
Nigga didn't
people
open no damn
failing and they
school.
can't
Not
pass
one
no
penny.
test?
Not one penny from his bank account went to that school.
That was
Prove me
all
wrong, nigga.
that was all a
It's
tax
a
write-off
fine.
too.
Right.
Right. That's
No,
like
what it was is a promotion. He lent his name to the school to promote the school.
exactly. I was just about to say that's like the promoter putting
LeBron
the
ain't
rapper
paid
name on
one
it.
penny.
Yeah.
Not one penny out of his bank account, not for taxes, not for school books, textbooks, nothing has come out of his bank account to go to that school.
I promise it did.
The people of Cleveland have paid for that school.
No.
Or
Correction,
Akron,
brother.
I'm sorry.
Akron. Thank you, my good brother.
Akron,
Thank
yeah.
you, my good brother. You a real one. I appreciate it.
The people of Akron
No,
paid for
Dion.
that school.
Fonz
Hey, you
my
see,
friend.
Martavia, you see, I do that every time somebody say that, don't I? Every time somebody say Cleveland, I say, no, Akron.
Right.
No, that
That
goes
guy,
back into
he
the
played
whole
for Cleveland. He didn't live in Cleveland.
right.
He just
But
played for Cleveland.
that goes back
He
into
lived in
the whole
Bath,
thing we were
Ohio.
talking about earlier, though, about how they do bad business in sports and shit, and try to sweep it under the rug like some of us don't see it. Because who can remember when Cleveland fired John Lucas and LeBron went to the media and was like, "I'll never play for the Cleveland Cavaliers."
Right. I remember
Because he
that.
had
And
a
they got Paul
relationship with
Silas.
John Lucas. Because he had a relationship with John Lucas and his son. He was close with them.
Oh yeah, John Lucas III, because
Yeah.
yeah. Because all them in the same little thing. Because Jeff Teague, all them dudes just hoop together.
Yep. He came out in the media talking about, "I'll never play for the Cavaliers," and then they got the #1 pick. Okay, you still not gonna play for them? I know you want to be the #1 pick.
It's been happening, man. Like just like they said, when Ewing went to the Knicks, they said they wanted to put the Knicks back on the map after Walton and all them boys. Where they talking about they had the frozen envelope. Then the Magic no, I think the Magic one is the worst. How you go from an expansion team to getting the first pick 2 years in the draft, then you so good that you could trade the first pick for Penny Hardaway.
Mm.
I think it was maybe 3 years in a row, if I'm not mistaken. Or was that Cleveland that got it 3 years in a row? Or three? I
No,
don't
that
know.
was
Nah, that was
Cleveland.
Cleveland
It
that
was
got it
I want to
3
say
years in a row.
Anthony Bennett. Anthony
Mhm.
Bennett.
Kyrie
No,
It was
was it
Anthony
Kyrie,
Bennett,
Wiggins, and
then
Bennett
Kyrie,
and Wiggins, right?
and then Wiggins. Yeah.
Yup. I knew it was them three. I forgot the order, but
No, it was 3. It was 3 in 4 years. It wasn't 3 years in a row. They got it 3 times in 4 years. Because after
Yeah.
Kyrie's second year, because Kyrie's second year in the NBA, that's when he was the All-Star Game MVP, and that's when LeBron
Yeah.
came back.
Yeah,
That's
that
when
was
LeBron left
14.
Miami and
And
came
then
back.
LeBron came back. Yeah.
So yeah,
Tony the Fourth said the real Revis is the best corner ever, y'all.
Well, I'll let him argue with Vaughn about that because wait, did Revis dominate? He was making provos and shutting down Moss and shutting down.
Oh, and he said Tom Brady is more comparable to Floyd.
Who?
Absolutely not.
Who?
If he, Tom Brady is compared to Floyd Mayweather, but I've watched him get blown out of a Super Bowl. Watched him go 10 years without even making a goddamn Super Bowl. In the weak ass AFC East. So, yeah. If you could cherry pick a fucking division for 19 of your 20 years, or maybe say 18 of your 20 years.
Hold up. But hold on, Darrell Revis. But what about when he was playing for the New York Jets?
He was dominating, right? He was making Pro Bowls.
He was yeah, he was.
You said you
making Pro
talking about
Bowls
when
for
it
the
was
Jets,
Revis? You
but
talking about when it was Revis Island?
yeah. But what about when they were losing? He was, but they were losing.
Which means he wasn't dominating. Thank you, Vaughn.
Well, wait, hold on. Can I answer? Can I ask a follow-up question? Because I know y'all know. Who the fuck was that quarterback though?
Chad Pennington.
Same thing for Atlanta.
Exactly, bro. Dirty Chad. Dirty Chad.
I can say the same thing for Atlanta though.
Who was that quarterback?
You can't say he was dominating.
Who was that quarterback?
No,
my quarterback?
Trust me. If I can agree with Darrell Revis, why is it hard to agree with Deion Sanders?
Because I was getting
dominating.
So when Andre
it's just
that squads too.
He wasn't doing a lot of talking. That's the difference between Darrell Revis and Deion.
I thought Andre Rison was on them squads too.
He was. Him and Deion just doing the left eye years. Auburn. You know?
I know Rison was the receiver though.
Chris Miller.
You said who?
Yeah, Chris Miller.
Chris Miller, because Chris Miller came to the LA Rams and he was our quarterback in St. Louis for the first season. He went 7-9. They got off to a 5-1 start. They ended up 7-9, and he got a very bad concussion that ended his career. We drafted Tony Banks's weak ass and Tony Banks because they both wore the same number. When Chris Miller came to St. Louis, he was wearing 12. When we drafted Tony Banks, he was wearing 12. They had Mark Rippon, Steve Bono as a backup. We had some lean years. It was only in Tony Banks' contract year where he was asked for Jake Plummer money, and the city of St. Louis was not going to give him no goddamn Jake Plummer money because he was the king of the pick six. Tony Banks was. He never showed any type of improvement, and that's when we went out there and got Trent Green, signed him as a free agent from Washington because he was Gus Frerott's backup. What's his name? Tore his knee up in a preseason game against San Diego. Rodney Harrison tore his knee up. We rallied behind Kurt Warner, played good football, won a Super Bowl, made Trent Green expendable. He ended up going to the Chiefs with the fucking coach. What the hell's his name? Dick Vermeil.
Steinheimer. Oh, no, my bad.
Dick Vermeil and took the job in Kansas City, had Trent Green. We end up signing Mark Bolger because he was on the practice squad of the New Orleans Saints. And then he ended up being the starter after the handbrake in 2002. And then Brenda Warner was talking shit to the media, saying because we was giving Mark Bolger more time to get Kurt Warner's hand healed.
I'll be right back.
She thought that the St. Louis Rams was turning on Kurt Warner, and she requested a trade.
He said she.
Yeah, Brenda Warner requested a trade. She wanted
I think
to go.
I remember that because that made headlines, didn't it?
Yeah. Warner didn't want to leave St. Louis. His wife did, and she had Sergeant Slaughter ass haircut. And he went to New York. He groomed Eli Manning in 2004. They released him. He went to the Cardinals. They ended his career with there. They went to the Super Bowl. I was glad the Steelers won. Ain't no way in hell I wanted to sit up there and watch the Cardinals win the Super Bowl with our ex-team and now our ex-quarterback. So thank you, Santonio Holmes and big rapist Ben Roethlisberger. The end. But no, just because you lock down half the field don't mean you dominate, because what the fuck did the Jets win? Absolutely nothing. So, yes, you can blame it on Chad Pennington. You can blame it on Sanchez, all you want to. But dominating means winning, not going along with a super goddamn team.
Hey, you can't. I know you ain't bring up butt fumble.
Well, he was the quarterback when Revis was there.
Right. That's bad. You should left him out. That don't help.
So, hold on. So, you keep saying...
Hey, Tony said the film don't lie.
The 49ers weren't a super team before they got Deion Sanders, sir.
I'm sticking to my statement.
Because that's the back end because Steve Young wasn't...
The Steve Young years, they didn't win shit till they got Deion Sanders on that.
Yeah. And that was the back end of Jerry before he went to the Raiders, right?
No, he didn't go to the Raiders into the 2000s.
He went to the Chiefs.
I mean, Chiefs first. My bad.
You said Jerry Rice. I thought you said
no. Jerry went to Oakland.
Damn, he's ready to defend Deion Sanders.
No, I just heard what you said. You said
Hey, that's crazy. He's stupid, man. Cause you so petty, bro. He's so petty, bro. He's so petty.
And I like it because I could be petty too. So after 95, what did Deion Sanders do?
Okay, I'll give you that.
Okay, that's all I want.
And what I don't want to do is bring
next
up,
team.
But those are the
he did play 2 sports though.
Older years after the success, as you start aging, because
now
other
we're
guys
bringing
from
aging.
that era was doing anything. It was the younger guys who were coming up that were starting to win at that point.
So you saying Deion Sanders' shelf life was only between 92 and 95?
When did he get drafted?
I don't know. When did he get drafted?
I want to say 89.
Okay,
90.
so from 89 to 95 was his shelf life. 6 years?
Well, when you average the average lifespan of an NFL player, sounds about peak years. That sounds about right.
When you barely tackle, and he was known for not tackling. When you
what cornerback was though?
Are you kidding me?
Other cornerbacks that were really known for tackling.
Darrell Green.
Darrell Green was known. He tackled some, but he was mostly known for.
Okay, so some is better than none. Oh, okay, all right.
89.
You can't say Deion didn't tackle nobody. He got tackles, bro. Come on, man.
Y'all heard 89.
Isn't he known for saying he made a business decision? Wasn't that the GOAT Deion Sanders saying that?
Did anybody ever
his
criticize
40-yard dash
I
was
remember
my.
to ever criticize him for it, if that's what you call criticism.
Numbers is a motherfucker. His 40-yard dash is my birthday. And we got the same name. That's some bullshit.
No, it ain't. That's called justice. Sweet justice.
That's wild. I'm talking about straight. 427. That's wild. I ain't never even know that. Oh yeah, I ain't know you went to Florida State either.
I said that.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me turn this.
No, I'm just checking it out.
Yeah, I had to shred a couple of documents there. I appreciate y'all being patient with me. Now, what was that Vaughn said? He said something about my cousin. What'd he say?
What about your cousin? What I say about your cousin?
You said something about him having spinal bifida. What'd you say?
Who?
I'm just messing with you. You didn't say nothing. He was like, what? What? You said who?
Who? What? Huh?
I mean, he did play 2 sports though.
Yeah, and he wasn't a very good hitter in baseball, so he was only known for stealing bases.
Hey, that hit hard. Oh, here we go.
Okay, so what was his batting average as a leadoff a player with the Cincinnati Reds, with the New York Yankees, especially with the New York Yankees, since you want to bring up his domination? And
I didn't say that. I didn't say that, sir.
I'm not talking about you. I know who I'm talking about.
He played 2. Oh, okay. I just said he played 2 sports, sir. I'm sorry, sir.
And baseball's my shit, so you better get the numbers correct.
You said you better get them correct.
Goddamn baseball, dominate. Couldn't dominate the damn baseball. Only thing he was good at is stealing bases.
He wasn't a good outfielder too. Center fielder.
Well, how many All-Star games did he make?
You said how many All-Stars? Somebody, is that me?
I don't think it's it. Sound like somebody getting ice.
No, I'll say somebody, no, it's Itchy and Scratchy.
They fight and bite and fight and bite and fight. Bite, fight.
It's still itchy.
With the Yankees, he batted 234. Then the next season 158. Then the next season 191.
And he was in a Pumps and a Bum video.
Right. So he had his best year in '92 with Atlanta. He batted 301. then
That's
276,
crazy though.
288.
That 301 crazy for somebody that can't hit though.
Huh?
That 301 nice for somebody you said he can't hit though.
304 with
Same thing. That's decent.
as a leadoff hitter on a championship team.
301 is Hall of Fame numbers when you hit 301. That shit.
That's why I'm saying that's deep. Also, you said because he was a
Hold on for a
leadoff
second,
hitter.
guys.
This is about to get interesting.
And then my thing with that, you know, his baseball thing, he didn't even play baseball full time.
I'm back. So, did he dominate in baseball? Now, granted, I can't sit up here and say he would have made, because I'm looking at these numbers. There's no way in fuck you to make the All-Star game playing less than shit.
So he made 8 Pro Bowls. He made
Which is what I
8
just
Pro
said
Bowls.
right before you came back on the dang on mic. I said he didn't even play baseball full time. So I mean, I'm not even gonna waste energy on the dominating question in baseball. He didn't even play.
So you saying if he only won Defensive Player of the Year one time, he won dominating? Is that what you're saying, sir? Right?
Okay. So
No,
you
I'm
won it
just
one time.
no, I'm just being a host. I'm throwing the questions at y'all right
You're
now.
being a moderator and shit.
I'm a moderator. You already know.
And you need to be paid more than Molly Kieran because she don't got hips. Now,
You know what
there
I'm
you go.
saying? I'm just holding it down. I'm looking up stats as y'all talking, making sure we keep it on cue here.
So I say he did a serviceable job for the amount of games versus, you know, you have normal baseball players playing between 150 and 162 games a year.
They call that a backward pass.
But he did have a record until Devin Hessner broke it. For the returns. Oh, we go. I thought the argument was. I just brought up the 2-sport thing. I didn't mean to make us go into the baseball stats, sir.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what I said. I mean, I don't.
Yeah, that's
I
a
mean,
wash.
I know the time he was out there playing baseball, he wasn't.
I'm not gonna
trash.
hold that. I'm not
did
gonna
what he-
hold that against him because
what
it's
he
not a
needed to
complete
do.
argument. It's just not a complete argument. And the
And the
reason
thing
why,
with the Yankees, they wanted him to choose, so he wouldn't. He wasn't gonna not stop playing base. He wasn't gonna stop playing baseball.
and the way it lined it up between April and September, he did play both sports in the same day. I will give him that. Him and Bo Jackson did do that. There are only 2 players that did that, if my memory serves me right. Play a football game and play in a playoff game in the same day. So I'll give you that
it is
olive
lateral.
branch.
That ball is still lateral.
He's not even listening to me, and I'm giving him my
No,
whole
I am listening.
He's not even listening to me. Throw
I'm
it back.
listening.
Throw it back. I'm moderating. My bad.
I'm
Dion, the
listening.
moderator.
I just got reminded that the football game was on, so I put it on and turned the volume down.
Hey, I was gonna do that, but my old lady watching TV. I was gonna go upstairs in the living room, but my son's playing the game up there.
So anyone of y'all play PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 4?
I'm still an
I do,
Xbox
but the
guy.
only
I ain't
thing I
gonna
fuck
cap.
with is GTA, bro. I don't fuck with too many games.
Oh, so you don't want to play Tekken? You don't want to play Street Fighter 6? You retired from that?
I would have. I tried to get back into it because I was like Soul Calibur, Street Fighter.
Well,
That was
Tekken
those
not on the
shits back
Xbox,
in the day.
but Street Fighter is the fighting game crossplay like
Mortal
2K.
Kombat, all of those was my shits.
Why'd you retire from that? That could have been something that I could have.
I don't know. They didn't get better. The games to me just didn't get improved.
No, you talking about Mortal Kombat? It's not the same, bro. It's
Yeah.
not the same. And call me old.
Old.
As far as the
I kinda
combo
feel like-
system, that is not Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat. That's Tekken to me, in Virtual Fighter. Those
Now-
were the combo games.
Now,
So it was like, or Killer Instinct. My bad, I forgot about Killer Instinct. Not I'm saying before Mortal Kombat 3. That's when it became a combo game. Like when I say combo, like Street Fighter hot punch uppercut, that's not a combo. That's just a 2-hit. That ain't no combo. That's a 1-2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm
fighting
a little
game.
biased. I'm biased about Street Fighter and Tekken the way Von's obviously biased about Texas. And he has the right to because he's done that. Look, when they cross Tekken and Street Fighter, it's always been known that they're trying to have a matchup between those two franchises.
No, when they start doing them super power-up moves, all I need is regular Hadouken, Sonic Booms, and Yoga Fires. That's all I need is regular Tigers and 100 hand slaps and all. That's all I need, bro. I don't need super power-up moves. I need regular. All I need is a regular controller with regular moves and a block button. All that extra shit, I don't know nothing about that. Where you gotta hit it twice, and I do a super move and hit you in the air, and then hit you 37 times, and you fall, then you tag a new nigga in, and I ain't know none of that, bro.
Okay, what says you, Von? Because I'm itching to see what your Tekken game
I'm
is
old
like.
school. No, my Tekken.
I don't know. Tekken. Tekken was cool. I like Tekken, but it just.
What year did you stop off?
Honestly, I never really became a big fan of Tekken. Like it was cool. I played it a few. I never really became a fan. I was more into, especially in the beginning, the Street Fighters. It's up to Street Fighter 5. If you would have ran into me then, we probably would have crossed paths on Street Fighter. But after Street Fighter 5, it kind of fell off to me.
So do you still play 4?
Huh?
Do you still play 4?
No, I don't. Like I said, the only thing, because like I said, I'm older now. The only thing I really fuck with is kind of GTA.
You're not that old.
But you gotta know, Martavian, you gotta think about it. The way that these games are now, if you don't have the time to invest, man, one of these kids will kick your ass now, and you'll be like, man, I ain't even.
My little brother, like my young
man. All you need to know is 3 or 2 combos, and you can rest on them and whoop a nigga ass.
Because my younger brother, when Mortal Kombat came out, oh shit, he would shut down the damn arcade. My younger brother.
No, I'm not gonna lie. One of the newer sleeper games that I did like, even though I fell off, was that Injustice. I was fucking with that. That was all right. With the Joker and Batman and Superman, and that was all right because it kind of like a mix of combos and super moves. It was all right. And now if your TV big enough, that bitch look like the arcade at the crib.
I don't know, Vaughn. I think you're selling yourself short. I'm trying to get T-Price to get a Tecmo Bowl game going, but
I was just gonna say that's just kind of how I got with Madden. Madden just came. It never really. It couldn't keep my attention. Basically, that's. I think that's the point I'm trying to make. The game because they didn't bring nothing to the game to keep me locked in. Like it was always the same thing every year. It just felt the same game every year.
It's a rinse and repeat with an updated roster.
And I'm paying full price for the same game every year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, I just bought 2K again this year, and I took a few years off. So, but I only bought it because me and my sons be playing. So all 3 of us be in the house.
Now here's another controversial take, and tell me if you agree. Von's probably not going to agree with it because he doesn't agree with a lot of stuff I say. But that's it, there.
Nah, stop, bro. Just because I did that, nigga, stop that shit. We disagree on this one night, nigga. We can't have one night of disagreement.
Okay, I'll stop. Okay. I was about to say the best Madden.
David's like the Riddler.
I know, right?
Oh, damn. Not an executive producer back. I was on my moderator shit. You heard?
But the best Madden to me was 04 and 2010. 04 brought in the new.
With Michael Vick on the cover?
Yes, sir.
With Michael Vick,
that's the best. That's my favorite one of all time. Period.
2010 has Palomalu and
Yeah, that
Fitzgerald.
was a good one.
Dude, that was a good one. I was gonna say 2011, the one with Drew Brees on the cover. That's
When
one of my favorite.
when
names,
they
too.
took away the formation audible out of no huddle in 2011, that's when I stopped playing. I played 2010 all the way up until my damn my PlayStation 3 broke down.
That's
And the
still
one
my
thing
favorite
that I loved
console.
about it is you can export or import your greatest
The
teams.
dudes from the college.
Mhm.
too. You used to be able to create your dude in the college,
Yeah,
and
create your
then
dude in college.
like
Yeah.
you start off in high school, play like the high school. I think it's like a high school championship or playoff or something. Then you get recruited in college, and then if you really wanted to boost your dude up, you play all 4 years. Then you could import them to the Madden, man. That used to be raw, man. And they used to do that with the March Madness too, and the college hoop. I mean the college. What's the name on it? Yeah. See, they missed them. Yeah. I don't know. So ain't nobody on the 2K no more, huh?
Oh, I'm on the 2K, but 2K's running the when they changed the shooting out of 17 into 18, I'm still on 17. I got an 80-year career going on, and I'm still on.
Oh no, I'm talking about this 26. I just came back out. I just pulled the. I'm like the Wizards Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they just changed too much on 2K.
Yeah, they changed too much.
They
I like
did
when it
change a
was
lot,
simple. When the when the
but
right stick was the crossover moves,
it
and
is
the
the
left
right
stick was
stick
the
is
shooting move.
it.
Like
No,
once they made it, once they
no.
started putting
Yeah.
when you had to make it do combinations and shit
Yeah.
just to make them do a damn move. I'm like, yeah, that's what turned me off from 2K. Now you got to do
The only thing I like about it
to
now,
make them do
like
moves.
it fell off, but now what I like about it, it done brought back the like if you got 3 people that know how to play, it goes down. And I ain't even talking about the offense, I'm talking about the defense. Like I was trying to teach my sons, like when they pick, don't try to fight through the pick because you might get through it this time, you might not get through it. We switching on everything. Just switch everything.
Yep.
Switch everything. And then when you playing the video game, we only playing a 21. So if your dude beats you for a dunk, don't help off of your dude to try to block the dunk. Give up the dunk. Right now, a dunk is a stop because you're gonna come down. We might hit a 3. We only playing the 21, bro. You're not playing unless you in the wreck where you playing the full game. But that's another thing. All that shit take time to invest, man. It takes time, man. It's not the same where you could just, oh, I want to play the
Y'all
game
still
today.
get down with that hockey? I still play all the hockey games.
No, I got the MLB. Y'all tripping on that MLB.
Hey, look,
No,
you
on
better
the
shut
tools?
your mouth down, Dion. You just heard me
Uh-uh.
say that
Let me
I'm a
put
baseball
y'all-
fan.
go
No,
ahead,
that
go ahead,
MLB
my
the
bad.
show. I got a starting pitcher. The boy, right? He
Let me
got
put y'all on to
man.
something. If y'all got if your smartphone can download emulator apps, get them shits, and they got the damn old school games that you can download on them shits. I got
My little brother had the whole little joint where you got all the. Yeah, I'm talking about everything where you
Look,
have
I got
Vaughn,
Nintendo
right
games,
now,
Super
Celtics, Bulls
Nintendos,
versus
Sega
Blazers,
Genesis,
Bulls versus
all
Lakers.
that. Yeah,
I got all
Vaughn,
that
I'm
shit on my
here,
phone.
bro.
I'm putting my number in the chat. I'm putting my number in the chat. You need
The
to
only
holler.
thing about and tell them, Vaughn, the only thing about it is sometimes they'll crash and you got to reboot it to make sure it
Yeah.
runs right. But besides that's
You
it,
got it,
bro.
but you got the little controllers for your phone, the remote controller that you can attach to your phone. You need to get that shit because it's the tapping on the screen that makes your phone lag.
All you gotta do is just put the emulator on your computer and plug your controller in through the USB port.
Yeah, you can do that too. Download it to your computer and then because my PlayStation 5, I can hook it up to my computer and play games on my computer.
You're going in and out. You sound like Darth Vader right now.
Hold on, y'all.
There's a girl calling me. You been on that motherfucking YouTube?
Let me mute my mic because my shit started to trick out.
Yeah, Vaughn, where my people at? I got people in Killeen. Shout out to my 10 folks. Got people in Killeen. I was in Killeen the same time he was down there. We never crossed paths either.
But what's crazy though, bro, is I believe we probably just didn't know it.
That's what I'm
because
thinking
you
too.
mentioned too many places that you were at that I was there too, nigga.
Yeah, man.
I was there a lot too.
Killeen was popping, bro, when I was down there, boy.
Oh yeah. That's why I said we probably did cross paths before. We just didn't know it. Shit.
My cousin was a player hater. When I was down there, my cousin was putting me on a lot of stuff, but she was hating at the same time. I'm like, girl, but what did I do to you to get all this hate from? Cop blocking and all that. And she was, man, ice cop, man. She was a cop blocker for real with her big ass self. She was, I was doing it to protect you. No, you wasn't.
Hold on.
It wasn't fun when the rabbit had the gun. I was getting all the attention, and you wasn't. For one time in your life. Funny, man. That Killeen was popping. I miss Killeen though, man. I can imagine what Killeen. I never forget my cousin be like, "Cuz, you go to the stove for me, man." Hey, I'm like, man. And then my cousin. That's why I went to the last high school game I honestly went to was in Killeen. That was when I don't know if it was Ellison and I forgot the other team that they was playing at the time. They was playing a ranked team at the time. I don't even remember who even won the game or anything like that.
Mark, you get my text?
Yep, just got it. Let me let me reply back to you. There you go.
Hey, NBA Media Day tomorrow. So what you think going to be the headline tomorrow, NBA Media Day?
I think the headline is going to definitely be Kawhi Leonard and the situation.
Like what we just said the other day, that shit's gonna become a prop for the media.
Yeah.
That whole situation is about to be a big ass prop for the media, knowing that the NBA ain't gonna do shit about it until after All-Star weekend.
That's gonna take us all the way to the start of the season.
Yep.
That's like lights, camera, action. Sorry, Miss.
We got a whole nother Monday.
They about to use that shit for a prop, make it a storyline, and see if it can and see how it affects the season one way or the other.
Because the Cavs gonna watch just because they hearing about the NBA, they just gonna watch.
They're turning it into a soap opera. They're turning it into WWE.
Hey, it's already. Hey, Vaughn. What did I always say? Remember, I used to say this when I first came on.
It's manufacturing, as Elise would say.
It's crazy because we got about 8 more minutes. I'm gonna cut the stream now. I never forget this. Right when I was growing up, my mom used to watch soap operas, aunties. You got people that watch. We talking about in the 80s and the 70s and 90s and even that Lifetime crap of what I used to call it the Mel Bassett channel back in the day. But anyway, I never forget what these ladies told me this. And I was at that time I was 19, about to be 20. They was like, I know y'all laugh at us about us women watching soap operas and everything like that though, but sports gonna be like this too one day. Like you're gonna see. I just gave it that look like, what are you talking about? Like confused, but try to figure it out, and they were just like, "You're gonna see what I'm talking about." That's all it is. I've been saying it's been soap operas, man. It's been soap operas for years, bro, and it's not. And they putting it right in front of your face. They don't give you this is my thing with the media. It's just like they pick and choose, and they don't give out actually real information. They ain't never tell us the truth about this country. You think they're gonna tell us the truth about a basketball player? I'm just saying, or anything. That's what I think. It ain't no disrespect to anybody that feel that way. I'm just saying.
I think it's gonna be like the real world, or road rules, Big Brother, all this other, scripted horseshit. It's just this is the way of the world what we're living in. Nothing is authentic. 90% of it, or maybe even 100% of it is
the Truman Show.
It reminded me of that song from back in the day. I'm going through illusions, going through illusions, going through illusions. That's what I feel like. A lot of people that is just like, man, it's crazy right now because um, but we're gonna talk about it this weekend on Friday. We're gonna Thursday and Friday we'll talk about the Eastern Conference and we'll talk about the West. Um, I think, but but how everything is, it's just crazy because then again, it takes away from the teams like Oklahoma City, who should be the most talked about, but it ain't got Jokic on it, or of the media. To me, he should have. To me, Shea should have won back-to-back MVPs. If you ask me, I think he should have won it last year.
Yeah, he was my pick for the year before too.
I mean, it's
But I
just the
wasn't.
body of work. I know
Yeah,
everybody just big on Jokic with the numbers. I get all that, but then, and this is my, as my boy Martavian say, this is my pushback. Is he going against a legit center every night,
right.
putting up the numbers? The answer is no. So have you driven the four lately? I haven't.
But Jokic just dominated the league.
Yeah, whenever look the average that and my pushback again, as we got 5 more minutes, just like to find the best, let the best last 5 minutes of burning questions allegedly. Um, yeah, Jokic is Jokic. I mean, it's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be. I mean, because they should be talking about the OKC Thunder, man. But we've been seeing we like everybody's on this panel. We've seen the shift of how the media was going. You know what I mean? How they was promoting big markets and only one that was really a small market that they loved to death was the San Antonio Spurs. And that's the only one I seen, and other than the Bulls. But even the Bulls wasn't even getting the Bulls. Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Yeah, I know Kenneth, man. I know you listening, man. But as my little brothers and big bro that's on here, they still want the fade, man. They still want the fade with the Scottie Pippen part 2. So
yes, I don't think we're the one that got the fade when we were talking to him.
No, we didn't get to that. Y'all didn't get to that. No, they just, my homies asked me that. It's like, hey, when y'all gonna do that? I was like, whenever Kenneth come on, he'll come on. My boys was like, man. My boy was like, man, he was about to crash into the phone booth when he heard what he said about Michael Jeffrey Jordan. It's like, and he's old enough too to make it bad. You're like, I'm old enough, and they were saying the same stuff that you said. I remember Bond said that they were saying that they showed the man daddy dead. Like they literally showed him laying. Like I remember it too, like it was yesterday. Like I remember the OJ chase. I never forget it, Vaughn. Could check this out, Vaughn. We had a very bad thunderstorm that day, right? And we was getting the ticker on the corner. That's when the first time I start seeing the split screen. One that's in the big screen and one in the corner. So guess what's in the corner?
Picture in picture. Yes, sir.
Guess what you start seeing the picture at the bottom? The NBA Finals, a little square box.
And the OJ Charles was on the big screen.
Yeah, they were.
I mean the OJ Chase. My bad.
You know what's
that
crazy? We seen OJ. We seen OJ that year in Kansas City.
Them interrupting the NBA Finals game with that bullshit.
Well, listen to this. Do you know how many episodes of primetime television that still has never been aired because of that OJ chase?
Yeah.
But you know,
hey, my last thing to Vaughn, right quick, because we only got 2 minutes left. Hey, Vaughn, I'm surprised the Aces dropped that game last night. Yeah,
I mean,
but I got to give the Fever.
I got to give credit to Fever. I can't. I got to give the Fever the credit though. They came out. They played hella defense, and fucking Kelsey Mitchell was just on fire.
Yes, and this is another thing because we got 1 minute left, boss. About 2 minutes allegedly, but Caitlin Clark fans, they've been winning without your girl all year.
I was getting ready to say
that. They've been winning without your girl all season. Y'all can't say that stunt last season. They didn't make it. Look what they still made the playoffs despite of her. and they got other great players.
And probably
Kelson
not to go
Mitchell
to the
in the
finals.
debut scored 34, broke a record for a debut in the semifinals. It's not Caitlin Clark. Y'all
Can
can't
I
sit
ask you
there
a
and say
question,
she don't
T-Price?
have any teammates. But
What's
carry
gonna
on.
be the narrative if they do the impossible, win a championship, or make it to the finals?
There ain't no narrative that's gonna be made because everything that they've been talking about is gonna be rebunked. It's basically just get debunked. It's gonna be debunked. It's getting debunked in front of everybody right now that she don't have any teammates, and that's real facts. But anyway, y'all, I'm about to get up out of here, y'all. Salute to my bros, man. Y'all hit the like button.
Hey, shout out to you.
I'll come on tomorrow. It'll be about
I got your number.
1:30.
I'll send you some texts. T-Price, thank you again.
Yeah, 1:30 tomorrow. I'll let y'all come in tomorrow. Y'all be good tonight, man. Let's hit the like button.
Much love, everybody. Be safe.
Shout out to everybody from Lions Den basketball community. I'm signing out, man. Got to go to work morning, man. Because man don't work, don't eat. You dig what I'm saying? I'm out of here. Peace.